The following may contain language which will be offensive to some people and inappropriate for children. Still here? Then pour your favorite beverage and let's get this fucking show started.
Fantastic Forum, assemble! You're watching Fantastic Forum, the premier show about comic books, and your live weekly conversation about entertainment and geek culture. We are the Fantastic Forum, coming to you live and direct from the Hall of F. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, as the case may be, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not, you should stick with us. We'll hope you take it up a notch. You have the usual suspects in the building. First, he is our riddle inside of an enigma, trapped in Chinese finger cuffs. You don't know him. You love him anyway. He's our silent assassin, Jay.
Hey.
Hey, Jay. Next, he's our intrepid senior reporter. He's next in line for the cowl. He is our resident Dark Knight detective. It's Oz.
I don't know how much I can talk. I've had a throat thing going on, and Lawrence just spent like half of my vocal energy on our other show. I'm right, and you're what's left.
I would listen to that.
Subscribe to our Patreon, $3,000 tier.
There it is. Next, he is the backbone, the pillar, the strength of Fantastic Forum, our nigh invulnerable brawler and resident strongman, Moses Magnum.
What's up? I'm having a Mr. Pibb in honor of Jay.
There it is.
Wait, how's that?
Myself. Oh, good.
I was just wondering how that's in honor of Jay.
Because Jay hates Mr. Pibb.
Oh.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
Oh, I thought you did for some reason.
Only when it has ice in it.
No, it's fine.
You got to try the peach Mr. Pibb.
I don't even know what that is. Is that like Dr. Pepper, but in college?
Yes.
Yeah. It's without a postgraduate degree.
Mm-hmm. Right. There it is.
My name Pibb Esquire.
my name is Lawrence Young. They call me Mary Young. Welcome to Fantastic Forum. We got a great show for you today because we are finally going to be bringing you our take on Marvel, DC, Spider-Man, Superman #1. So we'll be talking about that. And if time permits, we're also going to be talking about Dork #1. And
Say
of course,
it right.
whatever. Is it not Dork? Dork?
Dork.
Dork. #1. #1. So, yeah. And if of course, whatever else it is that you all want to talk about. And we'll tell you how it is you can do that in just a moment. But before we do, we want to make sure that we thank Mr. Scott Rubin, because without him, this show would not exist. So thank you, Scott Rubin. We appreciate you, good sir. Hope all is well with you. And with that said, if you want to be down with Fantastic Forum, go ahead and go to fantasticforum.live. You can hit the call-in button and become the 5th member of Fantastic Forum. We can make that happen. Or you can always jump into chat, whether that be YouTube or Twitch, and we'll take your comments directly out of chat and bring them into the show. Jay, insert a witty chat comment here, if you don't mind, good sir. Heckzilla. He says, Pinche Mr. P. Oh, go ahead. No, you say it, Jay.
No, you go ahead.
No, you say, no. Say it, Jay. Say it.
No, it's gone now.
Oh, damn it! I should have been quiet. I wanted to hear Jay say it. Nate, look. Heck, say something else in Spanish, so Jay has to read it later.
Look, Jay's better than me because Jay's like, please say the N-word, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, jeez, man. So, gents, we're here. I guess, look, we should just go ahead and get into it because we got a lot to cover, and I want to make sure that Jay gets a chance to say his piece before he may have to dip out. So, oh, wait a minute. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, special invited guest, Hecht, is in the building. What up, Hecht?
What's up?
What's up?
I just realized you did the wrong thumbnail, Larry.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
What'd I do? Oh, you're talking in the background.
The background.
Oh, you know what? I didn't switch it. You're right.
It's
Yeah, maybe
the same
whatchamacallit.
stuff. kinda.
Right. But yeah, I think whatchamacallit, actually, yeah, we might be able to switch that out. But anyway, um, let's get right into it. Let's talk about Spider-Man, Superman #1. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Ho-
Let's do it.
Hold on, I gotta read
Oh,
it.
you got to read it. Did you
No,
not read that book?
no, I read it.
Of course you did, heck. You're a good comic book fan. Unlike some of us on Fantastic Forum. I don't even know. I think all of us did read it though, right?
World Star.
I didn't.
You did. Like no, like not you. Look, if in my mind, if anyone didn't read it, it would probably be Oz. But I think Oz would have.
I only read the parts where Superman talks.
Oh, sheesh. True DC fan. I know, right? That's fair.
Boycotting
That's fair.
Disney.
DC supremacy.
Right. Okay. Wait a minute. Don't we have a theme, right, for this? I forget.
Yeah.
Where's the
Comic
theme?
book news.
No, it's not
Oh, no.
news.
Comic book
Maybe-
reviews. Like
Yeah,
it's
I
in the
thought-
it's in the drive too. Like, you know.
Hold on. No, but I could have swore that did I put that in there? I don't know. Maybe
Chances
I
are
didn't.
you didn't.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I didn't. What in the world? So, did I only put the TV? Maybe I only put the TV. It's okay. Listen, we're here to talk about Spider-Man, Superman #1. This is Marvel's side of the 50th year anniversary celebration of the first time that these two characters met, which that's mind-blowing in and of itself. But and we have stories from a number of different people. The main story is written by Brad Meltzer and art by Pepe Larraz. And we got friggin' Matthew Wilson doing the colors, and we have Clayton Cowles, VC's Clayton Cowles. Like, I don't want to mess it up. With the letters. So let's talk about the first story, because it's the first one, so why not, right? But yeah.
Everybody always gotta draw Spider-Man holding up a cave.
Listen,
Or rubble, I guess.
there's a
Last
lot.
week.
Right? No, there was a lot of homages to that in last week, and this week has its own set as well. But
You
this
gotta
first story
give
is
the people
called.
what they want.
Is that what the people want from Spider-Man?
don't
I mean,
know.
they're gonna buy that sketch.
Yeah, I'm not saying I didn't like it.
Jay, how do you feel about it? Like, is it too
fine.
much Spider-Man holding stuff up?
In the rubble.
No,
with the
it's
water.
fine.
I think
Well,
last week I said I hate that he did it, but I loved how he did it.
Right.
Like I would throw money at him for it in an instant.
Well, and there it is. It's like this is like the whole #1s conversation, right? It's like people keep buying them. They're like, why they have so many #1s? I tell you, man, I hate spending this $3.50, this $5 on this $8 on this #1 again, but they keep buying them.
I almost bought it just thinking because it said all new, all sensational #1, and then I saw Spider-Man on it. I didn't realize it was the crossover book because it was the blank cover.
Oh,
So I'm like,
You almost bought another
there's
one?
a new one. Okay, I'm gonna start up here, and then because I already had them in my pull list, so I thought they started a new series the same time that came out too. I'm like, oh man, well that's smart, you know. And it turned out it was just the same one.
yeah, that's what happens.
And that's
That's
proof
what
they could have got more money.
Yeah.
Well, they're double dipping, by the way. I think I
How
didn't
so?
notice that. Well, the DC book, I mean, the main story was Mark Waid and Georgie Jimenez.
Is that how you say his name?
Mining? It's a mining.
Okay, that's the main book.
in this one, I think it's the one that. Never mind.
Oh no! Put it in chat, Oz. Put it in chat.
No.
What? What was the issue?
No, I
just,
think it was just a ad for the last issue. Yeah, it was an ad for the last issue.
oh, got you. Yeah,
I just said.
yeah. No, I just said who was doing this book. It was Pepe
That's what
Larraz.
happens when you only read the Superman parts.
I thought one of the other stories was also Wade and Jiminy's story, and then I realized, wait, why is this? Oh, this is the cover for last week's book.
That's what it is. Yeah, listen, it's confusing.
In my defense, they have like 30 covers.
Exactly. So, I will say that I'm not sure exactly how I feel about this Superman. Like, I don't know. Like, something about it is I don't know.
That's the wrong cover.
I mean, this is the main cover. That's why I'm showing this one.
Yeah, but
obviously there's another 30 of them.
Nobody gets the main cover.
No, I bought 3 of the Carrie Andrews cover because that cover was amazing, and it's open, like, you know, it's double sided and everything.
Yeah.
How many blank covers did you buy?
They ran out and they saved me one, so I was able to get one.
Yeah, this was the first time I didn't see a white cover.
Yeah, it was red
at my shop.
It was a red cover. Yeah,
I didn't even see that. The closest thing had like the Superman and the Spider-Man logo, like kissing, like it was half and half.
Yeah, I think I think you have to buy a certain amount to get it instead of just ordering it. But
it was incentive.
Dude, all the books they had on that shit, like it was a whole shelf of these books. So I'm pretty sure they got the amount.
Yeah,
luckily they must have sold them all out because.
The good people of Pulp Fiction know me, so they automatically put that. They put that one and then the Carrie Andrews cover as like in my pull list.
For those,
he got one too. So I'm the only one that didn't get one.
Can I buy it off of you?
I didn't
with
get
the red
it.
cover. What, this one?
Yeah.
No, you can have it.
No.
What? What?
What? Wait, what? Of you, so.
What?
I was just
why did everybody get upset?
We're men. Like, we don't give each other stuff.
It's red for Valentine's Day. It's perfect.
I was trying to think of what would be a good like thing to put on that red cover, because I was just like, oh, you know, like it's a little bit different when it's like all red. I feel like red's like if it was blue, which it could have been.
The Batman Deadpool was blue.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like it
And
could have blue's a easier color, I think, to work with than the red, but I feel like red would be cool if it could be like a negative space kind of cover, like like an art, like if you could get somebody to do some artwork and ask them to do like work with the negative space, like somebody that's good with that kind of stuff.
You get somebody to draw Carnage killing Jimmy.
See, oh, that's hilarious. See, and that was the thing where I actually thought about Carnage because like, oh, it'd be cool to have like a villain cover and that could use like some negative space, and my mind immediately went to Carnage, but I couldn't think of a good Superman villain that like has like predominantly red, which I don't know. Is there one that you all know of?
His cape?
Because I found it much harder than I would have anticipated. If you just asked me without asking me for the character, if you had said, can you come up with a Superman villain that is predominantly red, I'd be like, sure. But when I tried to do it, I was like, I don't know who. Huh?
Get Parasite, because I love purple and red.
Parasite isn't red though, right?
Nah, he's purple.
No, he's not. But you got purple.
What does that have to do?
You could do Superman in the glow of red kryptonite.
You don't like purple and red?
But is Parasite purple and red is the question I'm asking.
No, but
he's like purple and light purple.
He'll be purple on the red bed.
I don't. But that's not what I'm asking for.
No, but that's what he's telling you.
What you would do is
instead of red.
Instead of putting Superman on it, you'd put Red Lantern Supergirl.
Ooh, but you're looking for villains, right?
Yeah, exactly. See,
Yeah,
I don't look. I'm sitting here like, why are you acting like you didn't hear what I said?
No, I heard what you said, but I also heard what Hex said.
Okay, you're just like, let me just ignore
I
the
heard what
question.
you said. It's just my idea was better.
Oh, right.
I would do
right.
Superman, the red Superman.
Yeah,
The red and blue.
I was about to say that.
Nobody wants
nobody
that.
else, yeah.
I
I want that.
know. Like red Superman. Come on, you guys.
How you
I'ma
just
get-
gonna have the red one and not the blue?
I'm gonna get Alex Ross to do it.
Yep, there it is.
Nah. Even Alex Ross, I'm like, no thanks. Look, Alex Ross drawing Red Superman makes me feel like how Jay feels about Alex Ross. I'm like, this no talent hack. Look at him out here drawing Red
You're
Superman.
making him cry. I'm so happy that you're dissing Alex Ross.
Yeah. So.
Jay,
Yeah,
man, you,
but
did you
anyway.
get to read the other one too, Jay? The DC one?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
That's okay, Jay.
I
So
think you
yeah,
would have liked some of the
Let-
stories.
Oh, okay. Maybe
It's
I'll
true.
go back and
I did you read? You read
Check it out.
the other one though, right? The DC one.
No,
That's
that's
what
what
he
he didn't
just-
read.
no,
That's what you just asked him.
I thought he asked him if he read this one today.
No.
no. I read
See.
today's. I didn't read last week's.
Oh, you read the wrong one.
Get the fuck out of here.
So look, let's come right to you, Jay. What did you think of this first story, Our Kryptonite?
It was. I don't know. Not good per se. But I wouldn't call it bad either. Just kind of slow and drawn out. Um,
Kind of there.
it's yeah, kind of there, but a little negative.
It's interesting, Jay, because I feel like, like you're the guy that likes like the random scenes in the movies, like the scenes that don't feel like they move the plot forward at all, and you're just like, oh,
Right.
yeah, this starts off like that.
It's too Kevin Smithy.
It's too Kevin Smithy. It's like, and while I understand exactly where you're coming from when you say that, Oz, and I don't think you're wrong actually, but it's Kevin Smithy in a way that's like pretty effectively done, in my opinion, of course, obviously.
The
In my humble opinion.
okay, them trapped together is fine because they're having a conversation while trying to figure out how to get out. I'm
Right.
fine with that. And then you follow that up with the action sequence with the symbiotes.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
The epilogue standing over the grave. Fine. Epilogue. I don't think that's necessary at this point, but I don't think it hurts the story. And then you get the second epilogue, and now it's like, okay, I'm done. Why I don't need Aunt May in the Kent household. Like,
That was-
I actually thought that was a different story at first, and then realized it's like 2 pages. I'm like, oh,
What
that
did you
didn't-
say, Hecht?
That was the best fucking panel.
I did like the panel of them arm wrestling.
Yeah, I want a print of that. I want to put that in my living room.
You can't be mad at Aunt May and Ma Kent arm wrestling, like, or can you, Oz?
if it was its own thing, like a backup or some other author decided to do a Kent Farm story, I'm fine with that. It's just throwing that
It
in
was
at
a
the end of this
backup,
story feels like
It's a backup to a part of an anthology.
It's an epilogue, right? It's an epilogue.
well, it's the second epilogue because the gravesite scene is the epilogue.
It's the after credits.
No, that was part of the story. Yeah, that was part of the story.
No, it's not part of the story. It happens way after the main story.
It's interesting because I kind of feel like what I liked about this story and why I thought it was pretty amazing is it's a quiet moment that really distills the character of or gets to the essence of both of these characters. And you have like Superman.
Which one are you talking about? The gravesite or the Kent Farm?
I'm talking about the whole story, like in its totality, because even when they're in like in the cave trying to figure out how to get out of
Yeah,
this
the
thing, right?
conflict. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like that. Each of them are 100% like expressing who they are. Superman and his selflessness. Just get out of here. You know what? Look, there's no need for you to like you can leave. I might not be able to get out of here, but you can or whatever. Save yourself. Spider-Man like being like, nah, like I'm not going anywhere, right? Like I'm not going anywhere. We either all get out or none of us get out. And then
I ain't going nowhere, dog.
right, and then even to the point where you have Spider-Man making quips. You have Superman trying to encourage. It's just like Spider-Man talking about getting out of his own head. It's like it just feels like it's almost like a stage play on what makes Superman Superman and what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man.
Right, that part's
And
all great. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think Pa Kent should have been alive
why?
because of the gravesite scene where they talk about Uncle Ben's watch, and then they have to make Superman also similar and he carries an extra pair of glasses that Pa Kent probably bought at Walmart or something.
The reader.
Like it would mean something if Pa Kent was dead.
Poor Pa can't pass his driver's license exam because Superman has his glasses.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Pa Kent is still alive. Like this isn't an artifact. He just stole the old man's glasses at this point.
Listen. He probably, first of all, he's
Pa
Superman.
Kent's like Mr. Magoo, like
And that's probably why that second epilogue like ruined it for me because I thought he was dead up until that point.
First of all, Superman doesn't steal, okay? He asked Pa Kent to take those glasses. That's number one, okay? That's number one.
Yeah.
He asked Pa
Man
Kent
has
for the glasses.
Alzheimer's. He don't remember.
Listen, that's number one. Superman lives in Metropolis. Pa Kent lives in Smallville. He likes to keep a part of his dad close to him.
Yeah, it
He's
takes
out doing
Superman a
dangerous
really
stuff
long
every
time to
day.
get from Metropolis to Smallville. I can see that.
Listen.
You
I
cannot
used
just
to,
super speed over there whenever the fuck.
I used to live next door to my mom. I didn't see her every day.
Dude, they're 20 minutes. They're 20 minutes apart, and Superman is not a terrible son.
Wow.
Damn. Damn.
Oh, God. Jeez, thanks, Mom.
yeah. Also, Superman's parents didn't make him watch horror movies.
That's true too.
Wow.
That's true, too.
Lawrence, I'm
Listen,
a way worse son than you are, so don't
I'm just happy that we've transitioned
Yeah, you got your parents
from.
deported.
They bought a house.
Your parents deported. Oh, jeez.
Before or after?
No, he was doing it before it was cool.
Oh, dude. You all are too
My
wild,
mom
man.
specifically bought a house across the street from the consulate, so if shit goes down, she's just across the street. It's like,
Yeah.
here's my citizenship, bitches.
So yeah, man. But yeah, like I think that he's just thoughtful. He likes the idea of keeping a piece of his his dad is an integral part of his life, and so But
The way that story goes, like you didn't think he was dead?
listen, he could have been, but there was no reason to think he was.
I thought he was.
If he really like okay, I mean, listen,
I
There's
thought
no
he was
re-
too, but I wasn't disappointed that he wasn't. Like,
you're like, what the hell? Kill that.
It cheapens the last scene
It does not cheapen the
It does
scene.
to me.
How?
because he's still alive. Like he just stole his glasses. Dude went to Walmart and bought a new pair of readers if he really needed them. Like it's not an artifact at that point. It's not.
I'm just saying.
It
there's
doesn't mean
nothing
it doesn't
wrong.
mean the same as Peter Parker having Uncle Ben's watch. It just doesn't.
No, and nobody was saying that it did.
No, this book was saying who
No,
wrote Metz
no,
was saying it was the same.
Superman didn't even bring it up. Spider-Man brought it up. And he's like, I saw you had those glasses too. He's like, oh man. He's like, you're good. You pay attention to details. He's like, you figured that out without even having any X-ray vision. You know.
Superman.
And so-
like, you nosy fuck.
I know. He's like, yeah. So it's like he didn't bring it up. He didn't try to make any comparisons. He was just like, oh, I noticed this because this fool was trying to look out the cave, and turned out that he saw the thing, and he's like, what's that watch for? Which that was another great moment when he was like, hey man, I just had to make sure you didn't have any kryptonite in your utility belt. He's like, what kind of psychopath has kryptonite in his utility belt? He's like, what are you talking? Why would we do that? That was hilarious. I was like,
The only dumb part is that it would be lead lined, so he wouldn't be able to see it.
What would be lead line?
The utility belt compartment that has kryptonite in it.
Like Batman's compartments are all lead lined.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean I know that, but but what's that have to do?
He can look all he wants. He's not going to see it. I mean, he'll just see.
Oh, you're saying that Spider-Man would have lead lined it?
No, Batman would have. So it's like even if Superman was trying to see it, he wouldn't be able to see it.
But Batman has lead lined the cave.
Yeah.
Like, there's lead particles all over his fucking cave.
Right. I mean, listen. I hear what y'all saying. I'm just
That's
like,
why he's crazy. Like you got lead poisoning.
Crazy like a fox.
yeah.
Crazy
so,
like a flying fox. Larry, man, how do you feel like in comparison the Mark Waid story and the Brad Meltzer story? Because these are two of the best DC and Marvel, right? Like they've written for both and written iconic stories. I mean, Brad Meltzer with fucking Identity Crisis is the shit,
right? Right,
and he's done a bunch of work for Marvel too, like Avengers stuff and all.
Yeah.
Shit,
Right.
I'm a huge fan of his from like, his nonfiction political thriller stuff too. Like, not that I read prose or anything, but he had a show on the History Channel too, like Brad Meltzer's History of America, shit like that. And I'm a huge fan of his. So, how did you feel these two stories like out the gate from one side and one from the other?
Right. Now, I will say personally, I preferred this story. And what I like about this story is that it's subtle.
Oh boy.
And you sons of bitches. Listen, you can't tell me it's not subtle though. Like the way the references, like just the way that the references are made are pretty awesome. And like even the cave, him holding the cave up, I feel is like a better way that they did that in this particular circumstance than the other ones, just because it's like it feels like it's part of the story as opposed to just something that happens. Like it feels less fan servicey.
And I feel like this particular, like when I read this first story, the Brad Meltzer one, I was like, man, this is why they keep saying make mine Marvel, dude. Like, because even if you're like doing DC characters, like you got a dude that does DC well doing the Spider-Man one. And dude, they could have literally just had everything that happened in this book could have happened over a conversation over coffee with these two dudes, and it'd be just as compelling.
I agree. And that's the whole thing. Like even like I'm about to share a thing right here where
I have a problem with the art, by the way.
What?
Yeah, okay, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. But like, again, this is the panel that I'm talking about here, or the conversations or whatever. But oh man, and that's in too far. But this right here, you're a really easy audience, and with Spider-Man like literally looking into the camera,
and
I'm just like, oh, like that's like just the idea of it. Like he's in that moment, he's like Spider-Man saying that to Superman. But he looks into the camera saying you're a really easy audience, and it's definitely like he's talking to fans, whereas like you all are here just because it's Spider-Man, Superman. That's like I get that it doesn't really matter what I do. You're just happy that this is happening, but I love that. But at the same time, he's gonna bring his A game anyway. What were you saying, Hack?
Spider-Man out here giving the gym face.
Yeah.
He's giving the gym face. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Is that
Jim from
Office
The Office.
reference?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Yeah, got you. Okay.
'Cause the eyes are kind of Asian looking.
I call him Jaime because I watched the Mexican Office, La Oficina.
Jaime.
That shit's hilarious.
I want.
But yeah, man. It's good stuff, and I just like again. I feel like all of this is like just these two characters relating to one another. I
Okay.
feel like, but I mean, I don't know if you've read like the OG joint. This is better. Like,
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong, like the OG is classic. I'm not trying to knock it any. I'm just saying, like literally the 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 reason, like just the fact that those two characters were together in that moment was enough. Here we're kind of like, okay, them coming together, we know that it's been long enough that them just coming together could be enough too, but we're not gonna just rest on our laurels here. We're gonna like tell a story, and like not everybody's gonna look at this and be like, okay, this story is fantastic, right? But I think enough people probably will to be like, yeah, they were trying to do it. So I don't know.
Well, Uh, well, shit. What is this? Yeah, I really these two books, last week's and this week's, for me have been some of my favorite like experiences of reading comics. Like they're just, they're just really fun. They don't have to have some crazy world-ending crisis to
Yeah,
bring them together. Like they're almost slice of lifey, and it feels like they're even trying too hard to like throw the villains in together. Like they
right.
can literally just have the moment, like literally, one of those like just them trying to do a reporter, scene together is cool enough for me.
Right.
Like I could see
And
this happening in like my adventures with Superman. Like the cartoon, like that'd be dope if like Spider-Man went in there or vice versa. In Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, like those two going together would be so cool. They got to do that shit.
and I will say that one thing I did appreciate about these crossovers is that they didn't like 100% didn't try to like figure out any kind of way to bring the characters together. They're just like, okay, we're putting them together. They live in the they like it was just like a foregone conclusion that these two characters are existing in the same world in this story. Done.
And the way they talk and everything, it feels natural, so you don't feel lost or anything. Like
Right.
like when you bring up the old one, it's like, oh man, some of these feel like they were piggybacking, like that's where they met, and here where they're at now. Like so it kind of helps that happened before.
Right. So Oz, you were saying you had issues with the art. Let's talk about it. What did Pepe Larraz do to you? Show us on the doll where he
He
touched
he,
you.
he ruined the story.
How so?
Because I can't blame the writer for this. Because nowhere in here did the writer do this. This is all just Pepe doing his own thing.
Pepe.
There's two panels where he loads up with all their villains, but Superman
Oh.
and Spider-Man only fight Lex and Goblin.
I mean, yeah, I
And
guess.
Venom technically. Dude, they got Doc Ock is in there, Brainiac is in there, Parasite, like he's got everybody. Doomsday is there. They're just like
Listen,
chilling, like
That is true, yeah.
you're not wrong. You're not
Yeah.
wrong, Oz. Like you look, this is in fact what is happening. Here it is. Here's the panel for those So what? Just if you happen to be listening on audio only, it's literally a venomized Superman that is chasing a Spider-Man or chasing Spider-Man, and all the people that Oz mentioned are basically flanking that panel in the background, like literally small.
there's another panel later on. It's right after the eye blast image, where like all those villains are like running away, including Doomsday is like just fucking running away. Like
Yeah, and
while Goblin and Lex are actually going into the fight.
well, I don't. Goblin and Lex aren't going into the fight. They're trying to run away too.
No, they're going into the fight.
I don't think that's true.
Well,
Yeah.
look, how cool was that thunderclap?
Go,
though,
go,
to, like,
go to the
get
go to the image. It's just like a couple pages down.
It might be the next one, right?
It's like one or two.
This image, right?
No,
I
No,
hate
no,
That's
it.
not the
no.
image.
no. Look for the red blast, the eye blast, Superman's eye blast. It's like right after the cover that fooled me. Yeah, that middle one. Look, you got Doomsday.
Enhance.
I think that's. I see Taskmaster's shield, but that doesn't look like Taskmaster.
It
Oh,
is.
Like they're running away.
It.
And Goblin.
Who's
and
running away?
Doomsday for sure. He's the one in the
Well,
middle.
yeah, no, they're running away. But I mean, do you feel like Lex and Goblin are running towards them?
They're at least facing them.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing.
Now they're getting their ass handed to them, sure. But they went into the fight in the earlier.
I mean, Lex
scene.
is literally saying you can hold them. Like they're in fighting mode.
No, he's giving instructions to Venom.
Yeah.
Right,
either way, you got Doomsday running away like a little
This is the thunderclap you're talking about, which that joint's amazing. Like this thunderclap, and I love the idea of how it's like Superman. Like Superman is they use like, and this is why this story is actually pretty cool too. Because it has like a little bit of like a plan to it, right? They encase them in symbiote. And, right, symbiote. And they drop in kryptonite to weaken Superman so that the Venom symbiote can overtake Superman. And Spider-Man has to like remove the kryptonite from Superman in order for him to be able to like take control again. So that's what you're getting in this panel where, you have the Venom symbiote on Superman, and once that kryptonite's off, he's like, oh my god, he's fighting me. Which, Venom, of course, is not used to, because Venom's like, I usually either bond with my host or just take over, right? But he's,
I know how Venom feels. I drank a half-gallon of milk last week.
You said what?
I drank a half-gallon of milk last week. I know how Venom feels.
Okay.
Bacteria overtaking his intestines.
but the fact is, Venom's like, he's doing something with my arms. I don't know what. And that's when you get the thunderclap, which of course leads into, or is making an allusion to the fact that, the symbiote has a weakness to sound waves or whatever. So Superman's able to free himself. But I don't know, man. It looks to me that like after Superman gets free, it looks like Luthor and Goblin are turning tail, and that's why, like when they're looking over their shoulder because they think these fools are behind them. And then that's why you get this panel, which is an amazing panel too, where I'm like, I don't listen. You get panels like this. I'm like, I don't know how you could be like, man, I don't know about this art. I'm like, look at that.
It's just the panel with all the villains that do nothing.
They're running away from Superman.
Doomsday don't run away from Superman.
That's true.
Doomsday does not. Doomsday is immortal. He does not give a fuck.
Marvel's Doomsday.
I mean, Brainiac,
Listen,
Parasite would love to give Superman a hug.
Listen, I hear where you're coming from.
A Parasite Venom one would be a good one.
They don't have enough time to fight the entire gallery. But I feel where you're coming from. But yeah, listen, I'm not gonna be mad at the way the story's told, because I'm certain that I know you were saying, hey, you're mad at Pepe Larraz, but I don't believe he would put all those villains in there without them being in the script. But maybe he did.
Yeah, he would, because it raises the price of that panel.
That's hilarious. Dang.
No, that's true. The people have done that.
But as a businessman, I ain't mad at him.
No, I'm mad at him as far as a storytelling thing. But like I said,
I read it. I didn't even look at it.
I listen. All I've said is we're out here, like talking about facts that aren't in evidence. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. We don't know that for certain. Like like that might be in the script. So I would say
I believe Meltzer is smarter than that.
We demand a script without any Sharpies on it.
There it is.
Unredacted.
But yeah, man, this first story, man, like even like, and it is a thing where I like that even after the action, like I get where Oz, where you're coming from, where you're like, hey, it has kind of like two endings. But I like the fact that Peter and Clark Kent were able to like connect, and him to like again encourage Peter Parker and just be like, hey man, like, you know, you said you felt the way or do what you do because of guilt, but really you do it because you were taught by people what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you do what you do. And when he invited him, I know when I read it the first time, when I was like, okay, he invited him to the house, I was just like, oh, that's nice. Like, you know, we're going to get left off with this visual of them walking out of this graveyard and him like, yeah, come to the house, bring Aunt May, wouldn't have it any other way. But then when you actually get to it, I was like when it actually happens, because I assumed the story's going to be done when they walked out the graveyard. And then when you actually get Aunt May meeting the Kents, I was like, oh, this is so cool. Like, it felt like bonus content to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know why, because I didn't even know I wanted that. Like, I didn't know that I was like, oh, it would be great if Aunt May met the Kents. I honestly, if you had told me about it, I probably would have been like, no, I don't need that.
It's like watching the end of an episode of Invincible. You get like 3 different endings.
but when I actually did see it, I was just like, oh, this is amazing. Like, just, you know what moment got me? When Aunt May was like showing them the picture of Uncle Ben. And Pa Kent was like, oh man, I would have liked that guy. That guy would have been my friend. I was like, oh.
Yeah, because you let the DC book.
That's a good callback, guys.
I assume
Right.
that's why that's there.
Oh, no.
Messler's that good.
He's that good.
It's Meltzer.
But yeah.
Like seltzer.
Whatever, I'm dying. Leave me alone.
So, okay. Let's move on to the next story. Because, yeah, I know we only got so much time. The next story is actually Dan Slott. Dan Slott telling a story about. Say what now?
Mo's boy.
Yes, exactly. Listen, it's Dan Slott and Marcos Martin on the art. Metropolis Marvels, and this is Spider-Man Noir and like 1930s Superman.
I love
Moses.
the story, dude.
Yeah, I loved it too. Because it's like it's you know it's a character that he helped create for one, and he's using, and then he's also he was doing DC, doing Superman Dan Slott, so he came back to Marvel for this, and so yeah, I loved it. It was, and this one was nice and short, no epilogues, no nothing for Oz.
Yeah.
So it was just straight to the point, but it still deals with like, and this is what I like from the DC version and this one, that these characters could literally just be talking to each other because they're similar and different. They have different circumstances, different reasons for doing the things, but the existentialism in it, the path they choose is similar, and they're very similar in their ideologies, idealism, and even ethics. And so it's like I love this one too, where it's like, but Nora is a little different than Peter Parker in 616. He's willing to kill, does a spider
Right.
sting. So, and that super idealistic Superman is a perfect like yin and yang, bright and dark,
Right. Yeah, like it's really interesting. Heck, why did you like this story?
I've never read Norse Spider-Man, but I like the
Okay.
idea of the Norse Spider-Man. And
Got
then
it.
to have like old school Superman, because you notice he ain't flying; he's just hopping around.
Yeah, I mean, it like
And then he's in the fucking Fletcher outfit from the old '40s animation.
exactly.
The cartoon one, yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, no, that's absolute. Jay, how'd you feel about this one?
I thought it was decent.
There it is. Meh.
I particularly like when Noir like webbed him up and he just busted out of it.
That
Something
was
to do
Oh,
with the chains.
yes. Listen, I think I have that panel. Hold on. Let me hit y'all with it real quick. Boom. This one.
Did you guys like
Yeah.
the Spider-Man panel thing? I guess it's Amazing Fantasy, right? That cover
Yeah.
homage.
When
Oh, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the
I think it's
homage.
like the very next page from where you're
Yeah.
at.
Look,
That's
I,
how
wa-
you do an homage too, man.
I want to print of that.
Exactly.
I want a print of it in my kitchen
Why your kitchen specifically?
because I got the print already of the arm wrestling in my living room.
What?
In theory, because I wanted a print of the arm wrestling. I was gonna put that in the living room. So
Got it.
naturally, if I get a print of the homage, it's gonna be in the kitchen. The
There
second
it
place
is.
I'm at the most.
Got it. Yeah, man. But no, it's good stuff. Yeah.
This
So
artist,
Marcos Martin.
I love one thing he did, and I hate another thing he did.
Okay, what did you love and what did
He's
you
usually
hate
the type
of?
of artist that he doesn't like.
Luther is cross-eyed, like he's got a lazy eye,
You,
and
you didn't
I
like
thought it was just the one panel, but then I saw him in another panel, and that left eye is still like out there somewhere. But I like the scene where Spider Noir comes to shoot Luther. There's panels that are actually the letters. The ones that are Spider Noir are a letter. It's bang, interspaced with the Superman panels, which are just a regular square panel. And it just the way that's done, it looks really cool because it's the panels are actually saying bang for the gunshot, while Superman is running up in the middle.
There it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, no, I agree. Like it's literally the lettering and the like paneling like mixed into one. And
Wait,
of
I
course
feel
this,
like it makes you it's giving the impression that all the stuff Superman is doing is as you hear the bang of the gunshot.
oh,
Yeah.
100%. And that was the thing which is what the like text boxes allude to, where you have Spider-Man Noir saying like, hey, like this is like there's a new player in town. Like I'm gonna take care of this, but I forgot there's a new player in town and he's faster than a speeding bullet. And so you have like the whole thing where it's like him preventing Spider-Man Noir from taking out Lex Luthor, or Lex Luthor, kingpin of crime. Here's the cross-eyed Luthor. This is what you want, right?
Yeah, he also same cross-eyedness in the G of the bang.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah,
Let
that's
me
what
see.
really sells it for me is that he's still cross-eyed there. Because otherwise, that page is amazing. Like that one page is fucking amazing.
He got that Cash Patel eye.
He's not that crash. He's not that cross-eyed there.
Well, at that point, he's trying to look at the bullet coming at his face.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's just not.
That eye out here is focused.
It's just not. It's just asymmetrical face on the villain. But that's classic.
Can
Asymmetry is like old Noir Pope shit too for villains. Like lazy eye, cross eye, shit like that.
we have a quick conversation about Adolf Jameson here?
Yeah, I like that.
I was just like, this one looks like Hitler, right? Am I tripping?
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
always did back in the day. Like originally, that's what he was like. He's a dictator in the newspaper business.
Oh,
He always
jeez.
had that mustache back, like in the '60s, like in Amazing Fantasy. Like he had that face, that mustache.
I didn't
Did
even
he have that
remember.
hair? I always thought he had the flat top. Did he have that?
Yeah,
like-
he had a flat top. This one they made more like they made him more like Kim Jong Un.
That's crazy.
I didn't even
That
think
is
about it that way.
crazy.
But that's true.
Yeah.
That's too funny. So listen, Jay, I know you're gonna have to dip out in a minute. I just wanted to
Yeah.
come to you in regards to any other particular stories that you may want to mention before you go. Like if there's any like particular like ones you want to talk about real quick, or anything that stood out that you liked.
I like the art for the Lana Lang Lois Lane story.
Oh, Humberto Ramos.
Mm.
Like I thought the art was decent for that story, and I actually kind of like the Supergirl Ghost Spider story.
That was a goofy story.
So, listen, I like Supergirl Ghost Rider. I mean, Ghost Rider. I'm sorry. Um, Supergirl Ghost Spider story as well. This is a little bit examples of art. It's not the art of Mary Jane and I meant Mary Jane. I'm sorry, Lana Lang and Gwen Stacy, but this is the same. This is from the same book. Which I'm bringing this up only because like this is the Superman panel with him fighting Sandman, and then this is the panel with Spider Man. Joe, do you know who this is that Spider Man is fighting?
Um, I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Heck, do you know who that is that he's fighting?
Enhance.
He's a
Enhance.
he's a dude
No, no,
that
hey, 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 hey. No, no, no. Like I didn't ask you. I'll come to you next. Do you know who that is?
It's fucking Metallo, ain't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Did you know? You apparently you did. Moses, did you know that was Metallo?
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe you, Moses.
You don't have to, but that's the dude because in the cartoon he had the heart, the kryptonite heart.
Yeah, but he doesn't look anything like that.
No, but in the comics he used to look like that back in like the '60s or something.
No, really?
Back
Is
when
that what
Spider
Metallo
was a
looked like back in the
vehicle.
day? Oz?
I don't remember if that's what it looked like, but I knew that was Metallo.
How did you know?
Because Spider-Man's fighting a Superman villain that's shooting green beams out of his chest. It's either going to be Luther or Metallo.
For a while, I did think it was like a Metallo Ultron like amalgamation. But
That would have been.
That's a bad idea.
It's the best
But
idea, sir.
I mean, with that
okay.
design, like if you don't
I've
know
never
that's
seen that
Metallo,
Metallo
then
before. So yeah, maybe it's. I guess maybe it's an old design. I don't know. I was sitting here like I don't know who that is. So and then I'm trying to see if I can. I know I have some art from the story you were talking about, Jay, for the. Oh, here we
Right.
go. This is Spider Gwen Supergirl right here. And what did you like about this story, Jay?
Um, it
Remarkable, by the way. Stephanie Phillips, Phil Noto. Yeah.
um, I don't know, just something about it was kind of just a cool little story.
I agree with you. I liked it a lot too. But heck, you weren't a big fan. Why was that?
No, I was a fan. I just think it's a goofy story,
Oh.
especially the ending. But I didn't hate it. Like
Is it goofy because it's women?
it's exactly. How dare they
Yes.
feature women?
There it is. Just lean in. Just lean in.
Oh, speaking of women, real
Uh-oh.
quick,
Uh-oh. Wait a minute, Joe. Don't lean in. Just only heck. When you lean in, we get in trouble.
Volcana is red.
Uh-oh.
What's that mean?
that's when
She's
you ask for
for your
a
cover,
villain.
for your red cover.
Oh, that's a Superman villain, Volcana?
Yeah.
Cut, man.
Damn. I'm like, I don't know who that is. I'm like, Volcana. Okay. I don't read Superman like that. I don't think so.
She was
But
in the cartoon too.
I believe you. But, she was only in the cartoon so much, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think she only got 2 episodes.
And that's in like Superman. Oh, listen, I'm seeing. I just pulled her up, and I'm looking at the. I'm like, dude, I don't. The sad fact of the matter is, I'm looking at the animation, and I'm like, I still don't really remember her. Was she in the comic? I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. In the
I don't know
comic,
what.
she fought. Uh, man, she was the Superman villain, but I know at one point she fought Kyle.
Like when you pull up her Wikipedia page, it's the DC like the Superman anime series joint they put in the picture. Which I'm like, that's wild. I'm like, her Wikipedia page doesn't have like an actual comic book version of her. That's messed up.
Anyway, I gotta go. I give this issue a 3.
3 out of 5.
Yeah. Also
Okay.
giving Dork a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Just because I like the art a lot.
Pronounced the orc.
The orc.
There it is. All right, Jay. Hey, appreciate you, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye, Jay.
Listen, okay. Never mind. Don't say nothing back, Jay. It's okay.
I was gonna tell him to
I
go
thought
watch
he was going to be like, oh, man. I thought he was going to be like, yeah, man, appreciate you all, too. No. That's why I don't mess with Jay right there. Look,
Lawrence, I'm
that's
sharing,
why Jay can't come to Pizza Fest.
I'm sharing
Yeah.
a screen.
You're sharing screen? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, wait, hold on. Boom. Boom. There we go.
That's
Okay.
a Metallo action figure right there.
Yeah.
From when?
I think it's the Eagle Moss collection, and I think it just says between 2015 and 2021.
Okay,
And
so
then-
it's new Metallo.
How much is this going for?
I think you can get it for like $6 or something.
On eBay, you can get it for 25.
Nah, too rich for my blood.
I'm
No,
just
but I
saying,
think
like,
you can find it at the store. Like,
when we think about Metallo, this is not who Metallo. This is not what Metallo looks like, right?
well, not Mentallo,
'Cause-
but yeah.
No, Metallo looks like the Terminator.
Well,
Sometimes.
after the animated series,
Yeah.
that was like the main thing that they used.
But even before the animated
By
series,
the
this
way,
is what Metallo looked like.
the year released on this is 2012. I just found it.
This is what I'm saying, which is way after the animated series. Like this is a new design for Metallo, right?
New-ish.
I mean,
I mean, if
listen, we're in the age of comics. If we're talking about something that's happening,
He's had a lot of designs, so he has that look that you're familiar with. But there's other designs where he looks like full-on robot. Like,
no, but the full-on robot looks like the Terminator.
no, but even different than that. Like,
Why are we doing this? Why are we trying to
You're
pretend
the-
Metallo doesn't look like a metallic skeleton or a half man, half metallic skeleton? Like that's what Metallo looks like, right? This is not what Metallo looks like generally. Like generally, if like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying 2010 wasn't like 15 years ago. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying Metallo's been around since what? The 60s?
1970.
no, like 78 or something.
I guarantee he didn't look like the animated version when he came out, though.
Yeah.
He didn't. I looked it up.
What do you look like?
He looked like a bitch.
Well, let me answer this question, Hecht. When Metallo first came out, was he green?
A little bit, yeah.
Really? He was
Yeah.
green.
But you gotta figure he's powered by a kryptonite. So
No, but-
back in the day, they make it. Oh, he's powered by kryptonite. Look at that green hue. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Okay, listen. Well, I will stand corrected. Because I did not know that. But
I'm
I
looking
just
at a
like...
picture of him where he looks like the Phalanx, all green and black.
Like,
Look, share it.
It's on my phone. I can't do that.
if you look, if you look at Metallo's history, his look is the most inconsistent look of any character in DC. Really, like I don't know who gets more differing appearances than Metallo.
I mean, I'll give you that Metallo has different appearances because sometimes he looks human and sometimes he looks like a robot.
No, I'm not even talking about the human form, because the human form is a play off of the Terminator, where it's like, oh, he's organic. No, he's metal.
Well,
Surprise.
Well,
This
I mean,
is-
but what I'm saying is,
1987.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's from 1987. You said?
Yeah.
Okay, but he's not green there, right?
He's got the orange shorts that he puts the green over.
got green in the background.
Listen, I'm just like, I don't even understand
Kryptonite
why.
right there. Look, it's green around him.
We could just like be like, you could just say no. Like, why don't we just say no?
It's alternative facts. It's alternative facts.
Jesus Christ! I'm like, oh my God! Like, when did it become a crime to say, you know what? I don't know, or I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Just be wrong.
You haven't said you're wrong yet.
In these
Because
ways,
nothing has shown me that I'm wrong.
Everything shows me that I'm right.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is. Right. I'm just like, jeez, bro. I'm like, look, that I'm looking at feels like
The Terminator shit.
yeah, no, I mean 100%. Like that, like I would recognize that as a Metallo. What I saw in this comic book, I was just like, who is that?
Okay,
didn't
all right, no, and I see what you're saying. Okay, hold on. Here's another one. Here, I'll show you. There, you happy? Look, he's even holding a skull like a Terminator. Yeah, ooh, I can zoom in. There you go.
That's not Terminator.
Looks like a fucked up Green Lantern with like this Guardian up here.
Listen,
somewhere.
this is definitely closer.
That
I will say I don't know that I've ever seen that version of Metallo before.
El spooky Metallo.
Like, I will say to you this though, I feel like
This
I
looks
don't
like
think-
that action figure a lot. He doesn't have the M on his belt though.
no, I agree. Like, this definitely looks closer to it. What year was this?
I have no idea. I was so
That's okay. It
I was
definitely
in a
looks
hurry
like
to
older
prove you
comic art.
wrong.
Huh?
I was in a hurry to prove you wrong, so I just
You're hilarious. You're hilarious. That's definitely closer to what we saw in the book.
But
It
that's
looks
what
like
I
it's at
said.
least
That's how he
80s.
used to look like back in the day.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, I've never read a Superman comic book with Metallo and he looked like that. And I'm not saying that, I'm not saying I'm a consistent Superman reader, but I read Superman obviously all through the 90s. I've read 80 Superman comics. I've read Superman comics in the 2000s. And I've read Superman comics recently. And I've never seen Metallo look like that before, which I'm just like...
Sounds like a gap in your reading.
Or
2010 to...
Well, I literally said 80s, 90s, 2000s, and today.
No, you can't bundle all the 2000s, man. We're in 26.
And you clearly missed that one from 2012. So there's a gap.
2012. Yeah, no. And that's what I'm saying. The 2000s are 2000s to 2000, like 9, 10. And then today is the 2020s, right? So maybe he went back to the green in 2010 to 2020. I don't know.
Here, okay.
That a gap in your reading. Go ahead.
I'll settle this argument right now. I'll go to his first appearance.
Oh, shit.
How
Do
about
it.
that?
Do it.
Hey,
Since-
what
since
happened?
y'all- it's a different tab.
Oh, but
Yeah,
okay.
there he is, right there, in all his
Is that
his green glory.
is that Evil Eddie?
Technically, yes.
I mean, we can agree that Metallo doesn't look like what they depicted him as in this panel, right? Or do
I
you
think-
all feel different about
Well,
that?
that's why they put the mask on him, because he's ugly.
I think I'm correct. Where I called him, I said he was a bitch, and he
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you on that, Heck. He got thigh-high boots. That's a bitch move.
hey, hey now.
He looks like freshly dead Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He
Like, and does he have metal under his face there, or no?
I don't know. Unless
That's a good
Superman
question.
punches
You're gonna
the
have to
skin
read
off
it.
of it. Look at that
Yeah.
kick. Look at that. That's a high ass
Yeah.
fucking kick.
Yeah, man.
And he's still shooting his beam like in a random direction.
He's like, in case the kick. Oh, but then Superman come back with the kick.
Oh, look
with
at that
the
donkey kick
Look.
with the fucking through the beam.
I was getting kryptonite foot fetish videos on this.
Kryptonite foot fetish. Oh, dude.
Oh, he's got that classic double fisted whatever swing that everybody
That's
did.
the hammer fish.
The double axe handle. Hitting
There it
like,
is.
Hitting it like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like, even this I would have recognized as Metallo.
Would you?
I would have
There's
100%.
Cyclops
there's
right there.
Cyclops there.
That is in fact Cyclops. I agree. Wait, what are those shoulder pads?
It's Liefeld
Oh
Cyclops.
my god. Look,
So
Lawrence's
interesting.
dream, 2 Cyclopses.
Hey, listen.
Two
Get out of my
eyes.
head. Get out of my head, man. Like,
That's Biclops.
but I was sitting here like I didn't know who that was, even though he had an M on his belt. I was like, "What's that M stand for?"
I don't remember his Green Goblin Orion scooter flying thing.
Yeah,
I do
That's
not
definitely
remember
more-
that.
it's definitely more Orion than Green Goblin, but it could be both.
It's like a Segway.
Yeah. Looks like a walker, dude.
And the sad fact of the matter was, the thing was with the comic, I was like, okay, they have Superman fighting Sandman. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's like a second tier, depending on what year it is, third tier Spider-Man villain. You know, probably second tier.
Hold
but, you
up.
know,
Superman is staring directly into the kryptonite chest.
yeah, man.
All right, whatever. It was
Come on, listen. Why are you acting like you've never read comics before, Oz? You know how they do.
Doesn't
things
make
are-
it right.
It's look. What year was that?
I old. I don't know.
1980.
Right, exactly. Look, look after after Oz was born. But yeah, man. So yeah, I didn't know who that was. I was sitting here like,
See, I saw it. I was like, that don't look like Metallo, but he's doing the chest
Metallo thing, yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
and guess what? You all are right. Like he was doing the Metallo thing. He was doing the Metallo thing. But I know for me, I was just like, I don't know.
Oh my
who
god,
that's
is that
supposed to
not
be.
even the first appearance?
No,
Oh, is it not?
no, it's not.
I was told the first appearance was issue 310. That's what I pulled up. Now I actually went to the wiki and it says 252.
That might have been him as a character.
Maybe,
As Corbin?
Yeah.
maybe it's the first.
Oh,
appearance.
before he became Metallo.
Yeah.
Let me
It
know.
would have been 59 though. So like 59 or 60, I guess. Oh, 252. I'll look it up. You guys
Larry,
you
why
guys-
aren't you using your Stella Artois glass?
Oh, you know what? I picked a glass that was gonna keep my stuff cold, so I got the San Diego Zoo Safari Park glass. I don't know how to do like how you do, Mo. You're like, I can't show it because the light's doing off of
You
it.
like
but-
this?
Yeah, like I guess the light. Look, it's okay. You did good enough. So, how did you all feel about that whole Gwen Stacy, Lana Lang story? Heck,
I
how'd
love
you like it?
It took me a while to realize the time frame for it.
Okay. So
I-
yeah, like where it's like early in the careers of both of them.
Yeah, because it felt weird until they were like, "Oh, we're in college," and I'm like, "Oh,
Mhm.
okay." So it's not even Superman; it's Superboy, but they're
Right.
saying it's Superman. So okay, I'll roll with that. Whatever. But
Gotcha.
it felt stupid when the boys come up at the end, like, "Oh, hey, they're
Yeah.
you know."
Also, wasn't
was definitely-
Spider-Man already like Gwen was already dead when Spider-Man's in college, right?
No, it happened like
No.
it
I thought they were
happened
still in high
like,
school.
after
The
that.
week after. No.
No.
No, they got together in like college.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I was wrong, and I can admit it.
Yay! He's like happy to be wrong about Marvel stuff.
Yeah, nobody cares about that nonsense.
Yeah, exactly right. Alternative facts that whole Marvel. So how'd you like it, Mo?
No, I loved it. I enjoy, like again, like these characters coming together and just talking. Like and like what the conversation was about too was like they're literally just having like coffee, talking about their boyfriends, which happen to be Spider-Man
and how stupid they are.
Superman. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
It's
was
Joe
just, like,
Kelly and Humberto Ramos.
yeah, and I just like it's just like kind of slice of life. Like it's cool. It
Yeah,
was better than
yeah.
the Jim Lee story in in the other one.
I'll give you
What
that. You're not
the
wrong there.
the Mary Jane and
Like,
Lois?
no, the Jim Lee one. Was that the
Yeah, that
one?
was the one from last week.
Yeah, it was better than that. Like
I
the
can,
art was better and the story was better. Like honestly, like I feel like there was no real clunkers in this one. Like there was like maybe like one, and then one soft one in the DC one, but in the Marvel one, like I didn't feel like there was any clunkers.
Now listen, I will disagree with that,
oh, oh.
and I'm gonna tell you,
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you, what it. Listen here. Look, I'm gonna actually, I'll go ahead and show you, in my opinion, the clunker right here for me at least. Uh, and let's see if I can pull this up.
Oh, the Ben Grimm
This
one.
this is the joint that I was just like, yeah, like I'm not.
I'm gonna have to agree with Lawrence, although the story itself is not bad. The story is actually really good.
I mean, let's put it like this: the story, like the premise of the story, isn't terrible, but the issue with it is that, and this is like, in my opinion, everything I loved about the first story with Meltzer
Yeah.
is all the things that I dislike about this story with Jeff Johns. And
Jeff Johns can do no wrong.
I mean, he absolutely can. Like this fool's like heavy-handed in this
No,
story.
even when he's wrong, it's just you don't understand him yet.
I mean, he's
No,
heavy-handed,
no,
but
no.
he's talking about these dudes that are like clobbering and big and bulky. Like
Okay,
they literally have heavy hands.
I want to hear what Lawrence hated about this. My only issue with this story, because the story itself is good, the art is good, I really enjoyed it. It's not the assignment.
It's not the assignment. What do you mean?
Ben Grimm is not a Spider-Man character. He's a Marvel character. He's not a Spider-Man character. Neither is Hulk. This is the trinity of Hulk, Ben Grimm, and Superman.
Did you feel that way of the Power Girl in Punisher story?
A little bit, yeah.
I
Well, see,
I can understand that.
well, but here's the whole thing for me, where, because I don't have any problem with, like, and what I'll say is this.
But back to most thing. At least Frank Castle was at one point at odds with Spider-Man.
That was actually my thing.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a tech. Well, your thing was way out there.
Well, Ben Grimm was
It's a
like-
technicality. The story being good is what made it more okay, and this story was also good, so I'm more okay with it. I just don't feel like he turned in a good essay, but it wasn't on the book I told him to do it on.
Ben
See,
Grimm's always
that's-
chilling with Spider-Man.
See, nah, but that's the whole thing where it's like the Punisher, Power Girl was literally like, okay, these are two characters that get introduced in the comics of the characters that we're talking about that we're bringing together. It's an unlikely pairing, and we told a solid story about these unlikely characters that were literally introduced inside the comics of the characters that the main crossover is about. This is like, okay, I feel this is just Jeff Johns like saying, "Oh, I get to tell a Marvel DC story. So who do I like?" And that's okay. That's okay. Like, because Jeff Johns is Jeff Johns, and if
Would
he's
you
gonna
rather have him do
tell
a shitty Spider-Man Superman story?
what, well, Jeff Johns is a good writer, so he shouldn't do a shitty
Yeah,
Spider-Man
it
Superman
wouldn't be
story.
shitty.
Right, it shouldn't be shitty. And here's the thing: this story is not terrible. It's just heavy-handed in a way that it's like, Jeff Johns, like, dude, like, you're better than this.
Now, what
Like-
do you mean? What do you mean by heavy-handed, though? Because the story itself, I thought was fine. It's good.
See, and this is that's so interesting because I feel like in a different circumstance, Oz, you would totally be like, oh, this is like some old BS. Like, this whole story is like an allegory about how we have to talk to one another and not just be in our like echo chambers.
Oh,
Like,
that's not
that-
what I got at all.
That's 100% what the story's about.
That's
That's 100% what it's about.
Like
no.
between this and Dork, it's literally about not letting political ideology split
Now-
us apart as people.
That's 100% what the story's about, Oz. And don't get me wrong, I understand that you might not have seen it, but that's what it's about. That's what Jeff John's saying.
Now I want
Yes.
What I got is you can't punch your way out of everything.
Oh, so you're like, oh, it's like this is only about like, hey man, like stop, just like don't just fight, talk.
No, well Ben Grimm is trying to punch his way out of
life.
well he's trying to take out the Hulk through punches, but everything around these characters is being solved through punches because the Justice League and the Avengers, like everybody's fighting, but the one person you cannot take down just through violence because it just makes them stronger is the Hulk, and Superman realizes that and is like, dude, you got to tell him about the sunset. Sun's getting real low.
Right, no, exactly, and that's what I was saying. Like, I 100% went to that, which is hilarious because I was like, it's like it was one thing when it's like, okay, like Black Widow and Hulk have a relationship or whatever, and in this, I'm like, okay, so Superman's Black Widow, and I'm just, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like Superman, like
You ain't wrong.
was like, look, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like Superman is like out here, like, and the Hulk was like, you know what, man, you make sense. and it became a whole thing, like because Superman, like, and the whole thing is Thing and Hulk have a epic feud, right?
Yes.
Which you may or may not know, Oz, but like Thing and Hulk are always punching first and asking and not talking.
Yes, the guy that says smash and the guy that says it's clobbering time would
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand that.
For the audience who doesn't know, Thing and Hulk are like The Rock and Stone Cold.
Right, exactly. And it was like back in the day, there was like a legitimate thing where it was like, who's stronger, Thing or Hulk? Now, the obvious answer is Hulk. That's always been the right answer.
Yes.
And it's been established since then, but there was a point where that was not an established fact, right? And so they have a feud. But this whole thing is literally about like, hey, like, we gotta do more talking. Like literally, there's a point where Jeff Johns, like Superman says to Thing, face to face matters, man. We gotta talk to each other face to face.
See, and I think that's what you got out of it because you don't know Jeff Johns and comics.
It's not about what, like, it's what he said.
What did he say?
We have to talk face to face.
They don't show you what Superman tells them.
It literally does. Like,
If you understood comics and the
I'm talking about Thing and Superman having a conversation.
I'm talking about the guy that basically created the emotional spectrum. If you understand comics, you would understand that at this point in this story, Hulk is being affected by a Red Lantern. Now, what can cure you of the Red Lanternness? Blue Lantern. Who becomes a Blue Lantern in the DC universe? Superman, because he inspires hope. That's what he is. And so he's doing what Echo does in the TV show, like touching his forehead and instilling hope into him to burn out that extra ray that is unnecessary. No words are needed. He says nothing. It's all a connection of the emotional spectrum between them. It's like they're like touching like that.
I'm just like, Jeff Johns is like, we need to get off the internet and talk face to face. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with putting that message out there because that's a good message. What I'm saying is, he was too heavy-handed with it, and it's like, dude, like, only a dummy is gonna mess around and not know what you're doing. Like, do more allegory.
Don't talk about Oz like that, man.
I'm not talking about Oz.
Like you
I'm
literally
just saying.
said, like that. You didn't get what he said. Like
He cured all the Red Lanternness out of Hulk.
Like Mayer understands it at like
everybody else is dumb.
the basic level. Like, hey, talk to each other.
What I'm talking about is the basic level?
Yeah, because Oz makes a good point. That's
What point do
that's
you mean?
Lawrence was taking this to a human point. I'm taking it to like this is comics. We're not talking about humans.
Jeff Johns definitely talking about humans, is what I'm saying. Like,
He's talking about the power of
talking
the,
about it's
of the
not the
lantern.
base level. What I'm talking about is literally the it's the subtext.
This story is all about the
It's barely
emotional
sub, is what I'm
spectrum of the
saying. It's like
lantern.
I'm saying it's barely subtext. I'm like, dude, like, come on. Like, Meltzer had subtext. When you're looking at what Superman and Spider-Man are saying, you're like, he has all these like subtle things about who they are as people, all these subtle things about who we are as an audience. It's like it was done masterfully. Jeff Johns is out here like hitting me over the head, like, hey, get off the internet, stop arguing,
I
go
know.
ahead and talk to people in real life. And I'm just like, dude, like,
No,
like,
look.
and maybe part of me is like, okay, like, I don't need that message because I get it already. But I'm just like, I feel like there are people that don't get it that would feel like talked down to the way he's doing it here.
I can tell you the exact word that Superman is saying in that panel that doesn't have a bubble in it. I know the exact words he's saying. He is looking at Hulk and he's saying all will be well. And anybody that understands comics and Jeff Johns knows what that means.
Listen, I'm not trying to say that there aren't things that are unspoken in the comic. What I'm saying is the things that are spoken too directly.
You're both right. I believe both.
Oh, okay, mister. There's good people on both sides. I get you.
Right, exactly. Racist ass heck.
Hey, I never said I wasn't.
Racist ass heck.
I mean, the only
what do you think?
allegory I could see is maybe the Bloods and the Crips back in the 90s.
Oh, Jesus
I would get that. 'Cause
Christ.
You got the red and the blue, and like all will be well. Yeah.
And then, you know,
If you want to take it to a
Bloods
deeper
the
level,
Bloods have their little dance. With the,
I love how you said that. Like Crips don't have a dance.
it's the
I know.
same fucking dance.
It's not.
It is. It's the walk.
No, I
was doing-
know
was
that
doing
you feel that
Trump's
way.
Macho
It's
Man
not.
Dance. I was doing Trump's Macho Man.
Like they're both dancing. It's not the same dance.
See, I grew up in the hood. Now Lawrence over there,
Right.
living
Where
in
did
high
I grow up? Tell
society,
the people where I grew up, Oz.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. He's like,
Krypton.
some say Simi Valley, some say Beverly Hills.
They used
I
to
think
call
you
him
just
the
put
Fresh.
on
They used to call him the
Disneyland.
Fresh Prince.
Right. They like I got moved from the one hood part of LA to the nice part of LA. Everyone knows this about me.
I trust Snoop Dogg's opinion on the matter for the walk dance,
I bet you.
and he says that it's the same dance for both groups. Just whoever's doing it. If a Blood's doing it, it's the Blood walk. If a Crip's doing it, it's the Crip walk. It's the same fucking dance.
Okay.
I'm not hoodie enough
Listen.
for this talk.
Listen, I'm just happy that Oz doesn't live here anymore. I just want him to stay safe. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Look, at the end of the day, that's all I want for Oz. I want him to be good and safe. And so you can talk all that craziness.
To Chicago,
in-
it's worse
can
out
talk-
here.
Oh, right. You're right.
I'm,
Gangs
I'm,
are.
I'm just outside Chirac.
You're right. Oh, right. Oh my God, it's so terrible.
I
Everybody
didn't
knows
even
this
name
about.
it. Let's see what it's fucking called.
Everybody knows this about shit. Look, Chicago has the #1 murder rate in the entire United States of America. Everyone knows that. But
They don't
it does.
report all the murders.
Got it. Right. It's because statistically it's not the #1. That doesn't mean it's not actually the #1.
There's nobody. There's nobody out here telling me all will be well. Is all I'm saying.
Look, that's 100% true. But yeah, man, this story I was like disappointed by just because it's like, dude, like I mean, Jeff Johns is an amazing writer.
Do you really feel it's a clunker though?
I don't know if I'll go so far as to say it's a clunker, but it very well might be like the story I disliked the most out of the entire book.
Wow.
I mean, which one did you dislike more?
Who, me?
Any of you?
I didn't dislike any of it.
I mean, even if you liked them all, you had to like some more than others.
The Thor Wonder Woman.
That
Really?
maybe.
That's.
Wonder Woman was worse than this one?
I think so.
Okay.
I wouldn't even say worse, but like maybe I enjoyed it the least. Like
Yeah.
maybe because it came in the end, and I'm already like tired.
Is that because you hate women?
Well, I hate Fabio looking dudes.
So, you hate '90s Superman?
No, blonde, like
Oh, okay, fair.
I can't believe it's not blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, for me, I was just like I 100% understood what Jeff Johns was trying to do with this story, and and I'm not mad at the premise of it by any means. I think the premise is a good premise. I just think that he needed more time, like or an editor to be like, make another pass at this, which maybe there was no time for that, which is possible, but like I literally have
I think it's your Marvel bias because he's more of a DC guy than a Marvel guy.
Damn, there it is.
so what we're saying is because Jeff Johns has done more DC work than Marvel, I'm like anti Jeff Johns.
Well, his style, yeah.
I mean, listen, okay. I mean, and that could be the case in the sense that cause I agree with you in the sense that like DC will sometimes put stuff out there a little bit more plainly than Marvel does. Like Marvel will deal a little bit more in the subtleties of things, but at the same time, I'm just like I've read Jeff Johns do subtle stuff in DC books. In this, I was
Name
just
15
like,
of them.
Listen, the wild part is all I would just go to is like Blackest Night type stuff, right? And just be like,
But that's
Sounds
all.
racist.
That's all. Like emotional.
that's 15
spectrum,
issues.
Emotional spectrum is all
It's subtle.
heavy-handed.
No, but
It's like black
it's
is
heavy.
death.
No, but it's heavy. It's heavy-handed on the surface, but the way that he actually does it in the books are not. Like he actually has the subtlety there, but it's like literally. Look, I'm reading the book right here, and listen. I'm look.
What book?
Friggin', I'm reading this story from
Spoiler.
Jeff Johns.
You're
Okay.
spoiling for the audience.
Look, what Superman says to Ben Grimm here is Mysterio didn't just need a monster. He wanted us convinced we hated each other. And Ben Grimm says to him, why? And Superman says, because if we don't, the fight is pointless. And it's like, okay, but
Damn.
that's like,
Chills, guys. Like,
For
let's
real.
look at that.
like
Whew.
that's not Superman talking. That's Jeff Johns
I
talking.
need a moment.
And then,
Work would never say.
and then here's the thing. Ben Grimm goes, pointless, huh? You really think we're all on the same side? And Superman says, I do. And he's like, even in a world that tells us to pick a team, or you're the enemy too. And it's like, what? Who? Why is the thing talking like that? Like this thing, like it's like this conversation is like a conversation that Jeff Johns had with a friend of his.
With his daughter.
And whatever, right? Exactly. Like it's like, dude, like somebody unsophisticated that Jeff Johns is having a conversation with, and he put like the thing in Superman in the place of it, and it's just like,
See, but that's
Come on.
again because you don't understand Jeff Johns and emotional spectrum. Because if you just go on a couple more panels, you see that it's actually a discussion between anger and hope.
Damn.
no. Listen, I don't disagree with you in the fact that that's the theme. What I'm saying to you is the execution is clunky.
That's if you don't understand comics, I could see how you would say that. Yeah.
What I'm saying to you is Ben Grimm and Superman don't sound like themselves in this conversation.
Yeah,
I know
they-
Superman sounds like. I know what Ben Grimm sounds like.
Who should he had that conversation with?
Maybe Superman and a baby? I don't know. Not a grown man. Because Like, or at least not some. Like, Ben Grimm is not dumb. Like, Ben Grimm's not. He's not Reed Richards, but he's not stupid.
Yeah, he does
It's
beat
like-
up those Yancey kids.
For this fool to be like, even in a world that tells you to pick a team and or you're the enemy too, it's like, why is Ben Grimm understands the subtlety.
Like,
of
what if
the-
what if you're taking something from it? Like, you're taking a political allegory from it when it's really just DC Marvel like fanboyism, like that he's
There's
attacking.
no,
like,
no, but that's not what he's talking about.
Isn't he?
isn't it?
No, no, listen, because DC, we talk about Marvel, DC fanboyism. Everybody wanted this crossover, right?
Did they?
Yes, yes, 100%. Like who
Did
who
you?
didn't want it? This is what I'm saying. Like it's like
I
no,
didn't.
whatever, Moses. What is like? And you just said how many tears you dropped reading the first book, and now this one.
Yeah.
It's like
Again,
we all
I'm happy to
wanted
be
to
wrong.
see this.
I'm happy to be wrong.
Like, and that's all I'm saying. It's
I'm
like,
talking
dude.
to you face to face about how wrong I was and accepting I was wrong.
And so,
And
and
I
so all
learned
I'm
that
saying,
from this book.
I'm just saying,
Turns out I'm the child he needed to talk to.
I'm sitting here like, why in the world is Jeff Johns acting like we're stupid? And I'm not even out here like.
He probably invested in prison systems.
Listen, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I was just like, dude, this is ridiculous. And that's why I was like, I was shocked because, dude, I like reading Jeff Johns books, and I know he hasn't written Marvel in a minute, and
But
that's
you don't
okay.
read Ghost Machine books either.
I mean, I can't disagree with you on that. But what's that have to do with what we're talking about?
That means you don't
Man.
like reading Jeff Johns books. That's all he's doing right now.
Superman says it's not always clobbering time, Ben.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
That hit me right in the gut.
Listen, so here's the panel. He says, anger's easy. Listening's hard. Face to face still matters. Real people, real conversation. That's not Superman talking.
Real people, real conversation. Papa
Yeah,
John.
no.
Right.
And then right after that is when he says what I just said. It's not always clobbering time, Ben. And then he's like, bye now, and he flies off.
It's not Superman talking. It's the Blue Lantern energy.
No,
Within
no,
him.
there's no Blue Lantern.
Yeah, there is.
You know what's funny is we were hanging out at Pizza Fest and Larry's like, you know what? Yeah, fuck Mr. Rogers too.
Yeah. You know he was a sniper, right?
Yeah, it was.
Is that true?
Yeah.
It's a story. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's a good story.
That movie Enemy at the Gates was based on his life.
Where's that comic?
Listen, all I know is I don't need any more alternative facts tonight. That's what I know. I'm good. Listen, I've had enough alternative facts with Superman talking to Ben Grimm. He's like, hey, man. He's like, listen, face to face. That's what matters. And I listen, and that's the thing. I like the message. The message is great. What I'm saying to you is like, dude, like, there's some people that are going to read this and be turned off. And they'd be like, you know what? I'm going to go on the internet and talk about how much trash Jeff Johns is.
You only say that because you know how hard I got.
Listen, I'm going to agree with you 100%. Like, that is,
Talk about heavy
I have
handed.
no idea how hard you got. And look, but if you all like it, then that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, listen, different strokes for different folks. I'm like,
Larry, I think maybe you're just too smart, and like other people won't feel talked down to. Like some people might actually learn from it. You know, like
Like Mo.
yeah, it's not
No, Mo
always
knew.
clobbering time. Like,
no, listen, and that's the thing. Like, you know, I
I'm
get
gonna
it.
make that
Where
a shirt. Like,
Do it.
I'm gonna have it. Look, I'm gonna have it written in Klingon and done like. It's not always clobbering time.
Make it a shirt. It's
All
like
you should do the shirt instead of the Klingon tattoo. Yes.
No. I took the message in.
Listen, what I'm saying to you all here is, this story is a good story. It's just that what we got is Jeff Johns' first draft.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying. Is like this
Jeff
is
John's trash can is full of masterpieces. What are you talking about?
okay if you say so. I'm just saying this is the first draft
another
of this
dude that
story.
doesn't read Ghost Machine books.
That's all I'm saying is like first. This is the first draft of this story. You mess around and get to the third draft of this story, and it's a masterpiece. I would have been here like, oh my god, like I was moved to tears with the dialogue between Superman and Ben Grimm.
You know, legit, I think they needed more time with this story.
Yeah, 100%. Like the art is fantastic.
It should have been its own 12-issue trade. I agree.
Yeah.
It should have come out once a week for
The
26 weeks.
So this joint is billed as Mysterio versus Superman, and I'm like, is Mysterio in like 3 panels or 2? I was like, don't get me
That's how
wrong.
powerful he is.
I'm not even saying that Mysterio should have been in this story more. And this is how, again, this is like kind of proves my point. Where I'm just like, Mysterio versus Superman isn't a story that we should be having in this book. Because I'm just like, what?
You're right.
What are we...
Yeah, it's billed Mysterio versus Superman featuring the Thing, but it's more like the Thing and Superman versus.
But
Hulk.
even then,
it's the Thing
like
versus his anger issues, really.
right? Like, and this is the part of what I'm saying was like, this is legit. Like, Jeff Johns is writing a story about the characters that he's interested in these 2 universes, and that's okay.
Even the name of it, it's called Identity War. That's a little weird. You should call it Hope and Anger.
And listen, all I'm saying to you is like, dude, like, yes, like this is all. Like, all you gotta do is look at this story.
Everybody,
and you're like, it
with
falls
Larry,
apart.
but we somehow still make it a clobbering.
Yeah, but he's still wrong.
Right. So I'm saying, it's like, dude, it's the worst story in the book.
I don't know how low the sun is.
And don't get me wrong, it's not a terrible story because the bar is high in this book.
No, you already said it's shit. It's shit.
No, I didn't say that.
Next story.
Yeah, we should go to the next story though. You're right. So listen, the wild part is I feel like what's the next story in this book? Hold on.
It's the Steel and Hobgoblin story.
Wow. Listen. So Hobgoblin versus Steel, which I was just like, I will tell you this. I was looking at this joint and I was like, okay, Steel versus Hobgoblin, and I was like, that feels weird.
That's a Superman Spider-Man thing.
And then it's Louise Simonson and Todd Knock. And I'm just like, okay, I like both of them. I'm not as much about like, okay, I don't know about them together. But okay. And I will tell you, like, this story ended up like definitely better than I would have suspected. Because there are things that happen in this book that I was just like, I wouldn't have said we should do this, but I kind of like it. How do you all feel about it?
This is some of Knock's best work. Like, his Hobgoblin is amazing in this fucking thing. I criticize his faces a lot. Like, he's good at Spider-Man because he doesn't have a lot of facial features when he's wearing the mask. But when he's trying people, it's always like a little bit off. Dude, his Steel and definitely his Hobgoblin for sure is fucking amazing in this.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like,
I think Hobgoblin
it's really good
is probably
work.
one of his favorite things to draw because he has a webcomic called Jack-O-Lantern, and it's about a jack-o'-lantern from Halloween that gains sentience, and he has fun drawing that. And this reminded me of that work that he does there, like, watching those little pumpkin bombs and shit.
Look at that Hobgoblin face.
Yeah.
So good, man.
That could be an action
There's
figure.
another panel that's like a close-up of it, and it's just fucking amazing.
Listen, but here, wait, hold on. Here's the joint that I was like, oh my god, it's so good. So this whole thing is about this is about Steel having what's the technology called? Steel dust? And Hobgoblin, I think it's Steel dust, and Hobgoblin's trying to steal the steel dust, right? Obviously 2 different types of steel there. But this panel right here, where you have this again, and ironically, this whole negative space thing, because Hobgoblin covers himself in this steel dust, right? And then, which makes it so that he can do like camouflage himself. And then we have this panel here. Oh damn it! I can't get a good like it's too big. But this is like a negative space Hobgoblin with this steel dust, like, but it's like invisible. And I'm just like his face there in that top right hand panel. I'm just like, oh, that's awesome.
It still looks fucking amazing.
It looks so good.
Even like the decisions they choose, like you can still kind of see his teeth, but that
Right,
makes it look
that's what I'm
cool, too.
saying.
Like, yeah,
It's so good.
Are you
It's
not gonna criticize how heavy-handed he has to tell you what the steel dust does?
well, yeah.
Like,
Nobody
oh look,
knows what steel dust does.
this is what it does, and so it's gonna make me like, okay, whatever. Go ahead.
Nobody knows what steel dust is.
Go ahead. No.
You're hilarious.
The panels tell us what it does. It's making them invisible. I get it. But whatever. Go on with your.
And then we see Hobgoblin down here, get hit with this hammer, and it's so big.
This hammer. Like it doesn't
This
have
hammer.
a fucking name.
Mjolnir.
meow meow.
Meow meow. Right,
Both are
exactly.
acceptable, actually, and Mo is actually
Exactly.
correct.
And and so this ends up actually being a story that's like more about Steel and Thor teaming up, which again I was like, that's something that I didn't even know that I kind of wanted to see. Like I well, let me put it like this: I didn't want to see it, but now that I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, this is actually much cooler than I would have suspected. Because I thought this was gonna be like Hobgoblin, whatchamacallit stuff, and then here you got friggin' Thor and friggin' Steel banging hammers, which sounds homoerotic, but
Hammer
that's what
Brothers.
happens. Hammer Brothers. Steel's into it. And there it is, and then Thor's into it too. He's like, yeah, brother. And he's like, yeah, and maybe enhance the security under your lab, if you know what I mean.
I wonder
so,
I wonder if she talked to Walt about it.
Like, to get advice?
Yeah, like I'm doing this story. What do you think? I mean, I know she can do stuff on her own, right?
Yeah,
But
of course.
I know Walt is the Thor guy, almost.
Yeah, I hear that.
I was like, I wonder if she like.
Who knows? Like, for all we know, Walt might have given her the idea and she just
like,
ran with it.
Bring Thor in, like,
Yeah, maybe that could be a thing. Like, who knows? So but this was like, as much as I was skeptical of this story going in, coming out of it, I was just like, oh no, this was a great time. Like, and that's what I'm saying, where I was just like, oh, like, I didn't even know that this is something that I would have like enjoyed reading.
Yeah.
But it was. So we talked about Ghost Spider Supergirl a little bit. Do you all have anything else that you all want to say about that?
I like Phil Noto. I just his
Guess what?
his
You don't
Supergirl
like
always
Phil
looks
Noto.
a little funky to me.
What is it about the Supergirl that you don't like?
Her face.
Yeah.
Her face. But I mean, like, okay, but like, so, like, you don't like this face?
That one's okay.
Okay, that's fair.
Go to the
What about this
live wire one.
face?
You barely see any of it. Why is your nose red? Is she drunk?
Yes, she is. Like,
Hey.
you haven't watched Superman the movie? How do you feel about this face?
It's just like really squarish. the
Like
way he
I'm
does
more,
How do you like
like,
that?
look, I'm more mad at that Ghost Spider panel right under that face you could barely see. Like,
Oh, the
there's
other
some-
one?
there- yeah, no, right there in that same page. But like when she's reading the note, but there's some Ghost Spider panels where like, I don't know if I like that.
Like, so you feel like Ghost Spider didn't get done
There's-
properly?
There's no.
Yeah, I'm
death to
not
Ghost
saying
Spider.
it's bad, but I'm like Oz's complaints. Like, yeah, that one. I'm like, I don't know what it is about it. It just doesn't feel right to me. I don't know.
But
I've never. Like, I've always seen the shit around her eyes, that little like shadowy eyeshadow thing, but I've never really like. It's never stood out in a negative way to me. And then there's a couple like I think the page before, like that when some of the action stuff looked a little weird.
how do you feel about this one?
But I'm not mad. Like,
No,
How do you feel about this one?
Phil Noto is a good artist. It's just for some reason his Supergirls tend to look kind of like a dude a little bit.
well, that's kind of like what I have issue here, where it's like just because you can't see what it is, like the jawline's a little too hard, or But it's not bad. Like it's not. It didn't take me away from the story. It's more if when I was just complaining, it was like that's what I would complain more instead of the Supergirl. But it's still like the story was still good, and the art. I mean, the art serviced the story, so it's just it's not.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's still, it's a good story, and the art isn't horrible.
If I have to be critical, I would, but I'm only being critical. I didn't even have these thoughts till Oz pointed it out. I was like, well, yeah, if you think about that, but I was like looking more. I guess he looks more at Supergirl. I look more at Ghost Spider. Yeah.
Are their faces a little bit softer here?
No,
A little bit, but it's still like it's not the best like art. Like it still looks. I don't know. It looks a little flat too. But that's the style too, so I'm not complaining, But it's just if I'm gonna critique alongside Oz, like I'm using that as a critique of Oz's critique more than the critique on a book.
I probably have
Story.
that bias a little bit more because for a while I was looking for a good Supergirl art to put on my wall, and Phil Noto kept popping up because he's good. Like he's good. If I had a chance to get a commission off of him, even for a Supergirl, I'd probably take it because he's a great artist. But I look at his Supergirls like, man, they have that same face every time.
That's hilarious. That's interesting. Okay.
And a deeper cut. It reminds me of somebody that we know, but I can't mention on this show. But I'll tell you off the air.
What happens if you mention him on the show?
I invoke like death.
Oh, okay.
I invoke one of most many arch enemies.
I was about to say we have powerful enemies. I didn't even know that. I was like, what in the world? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Zemo knows.
Okay.
Mo gets it.
Okay, look, I didn't listen. I'm out here ignorant. I didn't even realize that we had enemies that would get us.
That's because you're an innocent.
Yeah. We protect you from all these things.
That's because I don't do wrong things.
That's what we love about you, because you tell us when we're going into that evil realm.
I do.
And then we hate you for stopping us, but we get it.
Okay. Look, I'm just happy that you all look. I didn't even know till just now that you all understood.
You are our moral compass.
Yeah, we protect you, Larry.
Oh, wait, you're protecting me from your evil?
The fallout
from corruption.
Yeah.
Corruption. From your corruption?
Yes.
From the corruption of the world. I mean, we live in an imperfect
world. Of the world. Oh, got it.
You need us to do the dirty work. So you don't have
do?
To. Yeah.
We take the corruption upon ourselves so that you can be spared.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
You could say we die for your sins.
For my sins.
I had that thought, but I didn't know how to say it.
For my sins.
Me neither. I choked on a pizza the other day.
For your sins, Lawrence. For
Jesus loves you, Moses.
Yeah. I try to have it with wine. Bread and wine.
I try to have it with wine.
How amazing must that wine have been? Like,
oh, dude, y'all are so wild. Oh my god.
But and when it comes to Phil Noto art, like I've seen better art than this. So I don't know if it's the colors. But like when he was doing like
you've seen better art that is also Phil Noto.
Right. Yeah. So I think it's the colorist that kind of messed it up a little too. Like it's if you look at like not mess it up, but the criticisms that would bring Oz to these conclusions, not me, of course. But like if you look at like Quiver from like he did Quiver, Kevin Smith, Green Arrow books, you know, and he did a Black Canary and Green Arrow book, and they didn't look like this, you know.
Listen, I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure. Like,
Lawrence, if you go to the page where they're fighting live
Or even
wire,
like, was it Firebringer, like that one comic that got turned into a cartoon or a movie? What's it called?
Firebringer.
Yeah, it was an image book. Like his art there doesn't look like this, you know. It's like
I'm
Fire
not
Starter,
sure.
Fire something.
Firestarter.
Yes, it's something like that. Fire
Yeah.
breather.
I mean, like, what's the character we're talking about?
The character, the Green Arrow stuff, like you can look up, but I don't know I'm just gonna put Phil Noto Fire.
Okay. Well,
And
yeah,
it's,
man. Do that. Let's see what happens.
Again,
So I'm trying to see if I can bring up the stuff that Oz wants. Like, this is like, is that the live wire? Not that. Is it that picture, Oz, or a different one?
Come back to us, Oz.
Oh, Oz
died.
dipped. Oz gone.
You have to
Sorry,
go to
Oz.
you have to go to clan meeting.
Damn. Come on, man. You don't live in that part of Illinois.
It only gets that way. Remember where they say you have to defend them so they could have a parade? That was in Illinois.
Wait,
I don't.
you
Wait,
talking
what?
about
You don't remember that either?
Illinois
Yeah,
Nazi?
me neither.
I think you're. Are you talking about? Well, listen. The sad fact of the matter is, you have to be more specific about what part of the country you're talking about where we defend Ku Klux Klan parades.
Oh, damn it. Sorry. Of course it looked better. It wasn't Phil Noto that did Fire. It's a comic called Firepower on Image with Robert Kirkman. I thought
But wasn't Phil Noto
did that
doing
too. No, it was Chris Samney.
Oh, see, listen, Phil Noto's out here like,
Yeah.
What?
That wasn't me, motherfucker.
I know. He's like, Samney. You think I look? You think I'm a no talent hack like Samney? No.
Look, Loki, from looking at these Firepower pictures, like, he should have drawn this.
So, Oz, welcome back.
I thought you guys were talking about the Southern Poverty Law Center, but yeah, I like the story.
Listen, I was asking you before. Is this the live wire? Is that the part of the book you're talking about, or
Like,
a different photo?
Sort of. I was talking where Supergirl jumps in front of the lightning, which is probably like the next page after that.
Got it.
Because that one you have Livewire face and Supergirl face, and I don't like either of those faces. Usually, if you spin the scroll wheel, it'll go to the next one.
Well, listen, you don't know what.
Or you
don't
just
know
have
my
the
life.
image. Oh my god.
There it is. This one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now zoom in the middle.
This one. That's too big. But here, I'll show
Yeah,
you
well,
live wire
you-
face.
Right on the tits.
That's the face you're talking about, yes?
Yeah,
That you don't like?
that's a little weird. And then Supergirl
Yeah.
is like, she looks like she needs a nap.
What? She's concerned.
No, she's bored.
She's bored?
Yeah.
I don't
She's
know.
Or she's
actually
like-
listening. She's probably listening to Oz talk about something,
or she,
or any of
Or
us.
she-
Really. Like,
or she like, I'm concerned for these people that I'm trying to defend.
She don't give a
well,
fuck.
yeah, that's what it means. Look,
My Supergirl don't give a fuck about people.
That's fair, I guess. So, okay. So, the next story. Oh, Lord. Wait a minute. What happened to my thing? Oh, there it is. I'm about to say. So, Miles Morales, Superman. So, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and Superman. And this is like literally Bendis and Pacelli getting back together to do like a Miles Morales story. Which, I mean, for some folks is a big deal because you know, like that's like the beginning of Miles Morales as a character. Other people might be like, ho hum, whatever. How'd you all feel about this story?
How
I
often does
enjoyed it.
Spider-Man fight Dormammu?
Seldom.
Okay.
Not well, yeah.
But it
Like
happens though, right?
twice.
Like
yeah.
It
he
does
doesn't need
happen.
Yeah.
need Strange to do anything.
Oh, if
He
Dormammu
does,
is in the book,
yeah.
it's probably Strange next to him. Yes.
It's happening either in Strange or Spider-Man, so probably like there's probably been
Yeah.
3 each, you know?
Okay, that's just the only thing I thought was weird was that's one of the villains was Dormammu for Spider-Man.
But it was a cool visual.
Well, but here's the thing: it's not Dormammu for Spider-Man; it's Dormammu for Superman.
Yeah.
I mean, that's worse
Why?
because Superman hates magic.
But that's
That's
what
the
makes
point.
it. Yeah.
Like, why would you have Superman fight a Marvel villain that he could just trounce and that needs no help on, versus a villain, a Marvel villain that he does need help on? Like, if he fights Brainiac every issue in Superman or every however many issues,
Well, Spider-Man's fighting Brainiac,
right? But Spider-Man doesn't usually fight Brainiac,
right? Well, I would assume he never fights Brainiac.
right?
Isn't this the second time in 2 weeks?
No.
He was in the he did fight Brainiac in the last issue too. Yeah,
Well, but look, but you're saying that like he fights Brainiac in his own comic all the time.
Spider-Man. We're talking
Superman.
about Spider-Man. What the hell are you talking? We're talking about Spider-Man fighting Brainiac.
Spider-Man didn't fight Brainiac.
Yes, he did. In the Mark Waid story, it was he fought Brainiac.
Oh, you're right. Damn, that's so crazy.
Because I read comics.
You're crazy. That's you. You know what? You're right. I didn't even remember that, but you're
And
right.
and you're what's left.
I don't know what that means.
That's the title of our show. We just. Oh my god.
Like,
The title of our
doesn't
show?
Larry doesn't remember what you said at the beginning of the show.
In the industry, it's considered a callback when you make a joke like that to something you referenced earlier. I'll teach you later.
No,
Mark. I'll teach you
I
later.
said that earlier, but you said, and that's what's left.
You're what's
left.
That's
See?
the whole.
It-
Because
it's already a
I'm
t-shirt.
sorry. Oh, got you.
I'm gonna make that
Like,
t-shirt.
yeah, how
right
you
now.
gonna
Got
expect
you.
people, how can you expect people to buy the T-shirt if the host doesn't even remember the title?
Listen, and this is
Look,
why
I'm
Oz is
sure
a
that
better.
other podcast he knows everything.
This is why Oz is a
If I
better.
called him Eddie Murphy, he'd be all over that.
This is why Oz is a better writer than Mark Waid.
I am a horrible writer, and I've told you my struggles with writing.
But he actually likes fucking AI to help him write.
Mark Waid or Oz?
Oz.
Dude, AI gives you some fucked up stuff, man. Like you can't just.
Well, it knows you, so yeah.
So
For me,
anyway,
everything's just fine.
so we got Bendis and Pacelli here doing Miles Morales Spider-Man, which is something that hasn't happened in a minute. Miles Morales is helping Superman out because he's just like, oh my god, he's like, everybody reveres Superman because Superman is the first superhero, or the first superhero for all intents and purposes. And so he literally is like, this is a scene where it's like Miles Morales saying to Superman, hey, since you need a moment to take a breather, what do you know about superheroing that I don't know, or you wish you had known when you were my age? And Superman gives him some advice, which is kind of cool. I will say, I didn't dislike the story. However, Sarah Pacelli, like, the art looks different here.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is not what Sarah Pacelli's art looked like when she was doing Ultimate Spider-Man back in the day. And I'm not knocking it because it's not like it's bad art. It's good art. It's just not great art. And Sarah Pacelli used to do great art. So I'm just like, and who knows? There might be deadlines. I don't even know. Like honestly, I don't know what Sarah Pacelli's working on lately. So I don't know what her time's like.
I
But
actually think it's pretty good.
no, I get it. That's because you didn't read it.
There's a few panels where Superman's a little funky, but
No,
overall,
listen.
like I think it's.
But
No,
when
but
you read Ultimate Spider-Man when he was coming out, it didn't look like this.
no. Like, and that's look. Like, let's put it like that. Like, think about like if you're like, okay, this looks like in the same way you think about Jim Lee, right? If you're like, this looks like downgraded Jim Lee art. It's from Jim Lee, but it's downgraded.
Okay, so you're comparing this to her Ultimate run. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
I didn't really read that, so I don't have that comparison.
right, and this is what I'm telling you, where I'm just like, wow, like it's crazy, just because it's like, it's not like Sarah Pacelli, like this art isn't terrible by any means. I'm comparing Sarah Pacelli to Sarah Pacelli, where I'm just like, huh. Even like I feel like this is like a downgrade, even in comparison to like, because I feel like Sarah Pacelli did that Spider-Man run, right?
Spider-Man?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Spider-Man.
Yeah, when they made up like 616 Peter and Miles.
Yeah, I mean it was like the both of them together recently where they like did like
Spider-Man.
I think it was a thing. You're right, exactly. Yeah, and so I was just like, oh, like it just doesn't quite look as good as
They had one with Spider-Boy in it too. It was 2.5 Spider-Man.
I think that was Spider-Man 2.
Oh no, yeah, Spider-Man 2. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, right. I agree. So like, and yeah, exactly. Where I'm just like, oh, like it's interesting, just because, it doesn't quite look as good. It doesn't look terrible by any means. I would not call it bad art. I'm just saying, like, in comparison to like what I'm used to from her, and I'm just like, oh, so yeah. But the story itself, I wasn't mad at. Because it was a cool. I mean, listen. If you're gonna tell a story about Superman giving some, like, imparting some advice to another superhero, like, it's hard to mess that up. And which I think we had that. Like, in this book, this is probably like the third story that we've had where that's happening, right? Right at this point, and this is like, I don't know if this is halfway, but it's maybe almost like, let's see, it's like,
do you feel
we
it
had
was
once,
like? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I'm no. This is, I guess, this is more than halfway through, but it's like, this is definitely like the third or fourth story we've gotten like this at this point in the book. So it's probably the third. So I'm just like, okay, cool.
Do you feel like maybe they shouldn't have done? Because like, yeah, Bendis is I mean, he's a DC guy now, right? Technically. So
I'm not sure if that's the case. Is that the case?
I thought, but yeah, I don't like. He's not a Marvel guy anymore. So
Right. But I think
maybe we
he's
should
just
have
doing
had
this
like
independent.
yeah,
I think he's
maybe
doing
we
this
should have had
independent
like a
thing.
Jonathan Hickman do it, or
No. I don't listen. I would not say it shouldn't be Bendis. I'm just saying that.
No, that's what I'm asking. Like, do you think you would rather have a more Marvel centric guy doing it instead of Bendis for a story?
No, I mean, no. Like Bendis is like, especially when it comes to Miles Morales. It's like Bendis created Miles Morales, so
Yeah,
I'm not
saying
gonna.
no, but like, let's say, yeah, all right, that's it. You answer my
Yeah,
question.
no. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it shouldn't have been him. No. I don't feel like Bendis is the problem.
No, I'm not even talking about a problem. I'm just thinking like the slots we have. Well, not that slot, but we have different. We have different spacing, and it's like I would have rather seen somebody that's more in Marvel right now than somebody that isn't. You know.
Well, but here's the thing. Like, I feel like this is like one of those seminal issue type joints where it's like, um,
Right. That's why I wanted Jonathan Hickman.
but I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel where you're coming from with that, but I think I could understand where they're coming from with it. Like Jonathan Hickman, like if you want to read Jonathan Hickman Spider Man, there's a book you can go to.
Yeah, but not with Superman.
Okay, I mean that's fair. Listen, if you're saying Jonathan Hickman should have been one of these stories, I wouldn't
Yeah,
disagree
I'm not
with you.
saying not Bendis. I'm just saying like if I'm a put a book together, and again, Bendis is a
I,
great idea. I'm surprised that fucking DC didn't
I
think of this first, especially as most of his work recently was with DC over Marvel. You know,
mm-hmm.
but definitely like I'm like, dude, like I we needed a Hickman one in here, and that's why I think like they should be doing this shit like once a year.
I mean that's a tall order, don't you think?
No,
No, no. He's like no. He's like, of course we could do
I
it once a
mean,
year.
look, I mean if I guess, I mean, like you got a year to work on the next one, like. I mean, we might get better stories.
Listen, look, you're not good. This if you want to do a DC Marvel annual, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to be like, "Oh, I don't want that." I'm just sitting here saying like from the perspective of the companies, I can understand why they might be like, I don't know. So let me ask you this question. I know in the book that I got, the next joint says um symbiotes in Metropolis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, did you all see that story?
I think so. Let me grab my iPad.
Like, because I got the comic and I didn't see it, and so I was just like, that feels weird to me. But like anybody else, am I tripping?
I mean, it's the symbiotes in Metropolis, but the title is The Wondrous and the Worthy, which is the next story.
Which is the next story after the whatchamacallit one?
Yeah.
But oh, and that's
If you look at the page with all the
got it,
stories, yeah,
got it.
the actual title of the story is The Wondrous and the Worthy.
Got it. Okay. I was sitting here like, what in the world? I was like, did that happen? Right, which is the Jane Foster Wonder Woman joint.
Yeah.
Now, who was like, this one was like, so not so much. Was that
Yeah, this
Joe?
is this is another one where just Jason A. Aaron didn't understand the assignment. But
Why?
he's not because it's Wonder Woman and female Thor, Jane Foster Thor.
Mm.
Like it's the same thing Jeff Johns did, but he's not as good.
Oh, well, listen, I would disagree with that. But I feel where you're coming from. But here's the thing.
Technically, the parademons are symbiotes.
Right. Now, but here's the thing, though, where the in this joint, like I agree with you in the sense that obviously like Thor and Wonder Woman aren't characters that are like directly connected to Spider-Man or Superman.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good story and it's two characters that in my mind make sense to come together.
But it's still
Like
connected.
to Spider-Man and Superman?
Well, to Spider-Man.
I mean,
And
Spider-Man and
Superman.
Superman show up at the end.
No, but
No,
because Darkseid gets the Null Sword from King in
What?
Black.
Okay, I guess.
So that's
Yeah,
how
no,
it's connected to Spider-Man.
and,
You
and
know,
like,
because
but they're also in it at the end.
Right, but even if they weren't, it's still connected.
I mean, it's too amalgamated. Like it's not it's the all black, the anti-life blade. Like what the fuck? That's too many words for one sword.
I agree with you on that. I would agree with you on that, but at the same time, I'm just like,
and I'm gonna argue that Spider-Man and Superman do not show up. They're in the image.
they're in the last panel.
Yeah, but it's not like they're in there like they do something. They're it's a cameo at best. I mean,
It's a teaser for the
Scarlet
next
Witch-
year.
No, but
Scarlet
I
Witch is
guess
in there. It's not a Scarlet
here's-
Witch book. Batman's in
Well-
there. It's not a Batman book.
Well, but here's the thing. When we did Batman Deadpool, it was like Batman Deadpool for the first story, and then every other story was like non-Batman Deadpool people.
That's not what
together.
happened when DC did the Spider-Man Superman.
I mean, yes and no, I guess, right? Like, it was definitely like I agree with you that DC
I mean, they had
stakes.
Punisher.
DC stuck to the theme closer
Punisher's
than
gone after. He's in the movie with Spider-Man coming up.
no. Listen, no. Punisher was
I'll say, but
Punisher
it's still not.
introduced in Spider-Man, and Power
Right.
Girl's introduced in Superman.
There's a connection. It's not. It's the same as this one. They're just
Well, no, that's different.
That's just as tangible or tangentially connected, adjacently connected.
I would disagree with that, but
Explain to me how these two characters are connected to Spider-Man and Superman.
Who?
they're
Well,
not.
everything is done through the anti-life all black sword from Noel. So it's like that's connected to Spider-Man.
I mean, I guess that's true technically, but I'm not sure that. Yeah, I think it's definitely more tangentially connected. I guess what I'm saying more so is the fact that this is a story where it's like you have the team that did James Foster's Thor doing a Thor story with Wonder Woman. And it's just like,
Is that what that book looked like?
it did.
I'm glad
All the way
I
to
didn't
the-
read it.
All the way to the thought bubbles. Yeah. It's a much better book than you would give it credit for.
I mean, I didn't hate any of this, so I don't know what
Yeah.
the issue is. So
Well, listen, it's these women.
Wonder Woman looks terrible. Jane Foster's fine. Wonder Woman looks
She looks
terrible.
terrible. Why do you feel she looks terrible?
The hair is awful. It's like this dude loves drawing lines on hair.
Because
Hair,
I mean,
hair
that's
has
what
lines
hair
in it.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, hair has lines in it. Like, what are you
Like
talking
hair
about?
is literally just lines on your fucking scalp.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them. It's like
Yeah,
Wonder Woman
there's-
does not
there's
have
millions
this
of
much
them on your
hair.
head. Like,
There's too many on this art.
It's literally like the Bible verse is like count. Like he knows the number of hairs on your head.
you know that panel where it's just Wonder Woman's face.
Which
In-
panel?
There's a panel where it's just her face, like straight on.
this one.
Oh yeah, the eyes are all like she's a fucking alien in this and that.
She looks like from Steven Universe.
Hold on. I think I got it. Hold on. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, she looks like Steven's dad. I mean, Steven's mom from Steven Universe.
And if you're gonna draw that much hair, it shouldn't look like you cut it out like you're doing a South Park.
This right
episode.
here.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, well, shit. Ooh, that punched me in the face a little. Tone that back.
Yeah, but look, I think you guys are trying to nitpick. I like that.
Nah,
I
this
think it looks
anime-
good too. Like
No,
you
that's
don't like
horrible.
this panel?
No.
Like they literally
She's-
drew it without cheekbones, and they made you have cheekbones. Like, which is that something you hate too?
That's-
Where's that panel from?
That's
This is like literally a panel right under the one you were just talking about.
Why is her face completely different?
Because it was filmed with a different lens.
I don't think it's completely different. Like
I think the colorist was putting in a lot of work trying to fix this shit.
Really?
I think the colorist may have messed it up for the whole thing. Like the
Really?
the perspective on Wonder Woman's face between the Steven Universe panel and the panel under it changes the whole perspective of her face. Like it's a different face.
Well, understand that one scene is in a different place and the other scene's in a different place. So, like, one is her in the moment with Jane Foster, and the other one is like Jane
The
Foster's
scene,
perception
the
of
overlay during the
yeah of
conversation. Yeah.
who she is as a person.
Is her hair a symbiote? Is that what's going on?
Yes, her hair is a symbiote. No,
Does your face
no, her hair is not a symbiote.
does your face change by the perception of the person?
Yes.
But, I mean,
that happens in real life, actually. like
I mean,
you
don't
only
get me wrong.
see them in your head, like how you perceive
Does
them.
do you feel like it's that different?
I look okay. You guys have said a lot of stuff, so I'm going to say my stuff.
Yeah.
I graduated with an art degree, and I'm
Okay.
telling you, the face is completely different.
Mm.
Not like it's a different face. It's not even a perspective difference. It's a
Or
different
expression. You don't think it's an expression too?
You don't change cheekbones with an expression.
I mean, her tiara is completely different too.
Yeah.
Well, but it's
Yeah.
a different time,
Like one is the idealized version
right?
of what the legend is, and the other one's what's actually happening in the moment.
I too have an art degree.
Like I isn't like these two Wonder Women aren't the same Wonder Woman in the same moment,
And that okay. Okay.
or is that
They're-
not a factor?
They're different Wonder Woman. Different Wonder
Yeah,
Women.
different moments in time for sure.
No, they're different.
It's like,
They're
well, I
different.
mean,
They're different.
I'm just saying, like, it's like, I'm not even sure the costumes are the same, right? Like, look at this costume,
No, it's more classic in the one with all the other.
and then this is a different, it's like a different costume, right?
Okay, well, I didn't pay attention to that part. I am wrong.
Okay, I mean, listen,
I just didn't know.
but I do think like this is literally like Jane Foster talking about like, hey, like when I see you or when I think of you, you look like this.
Yeah.
And this is like when we go to Jane Foster, Wonder Woman's like, I saw you, like you're this, but you're mighty as this, which I'm just like, yeah, like I get it, like literally the idea of saying like you look at yourself and you think you're a weakling in this form, but
It's literally about perception.
right, you're mighty in that form
Wasn't that
because
form draining out her life force so that she was actually dying faster?
No, that's a
right,
movie.
no, that happened in the comic, and she references that in the book. She literally says like, listen, like I'm really this, and like every time I do this, I'm dying, like I'm killing myself. And she's like, yeah, that's why you're a warrior. Yeah, I don't know. I like that story.
I wish my mom had a hammer.
Do you?
Dark side, all father of the realm infernal.
Yeah, not a fan of that, huh?
No.
That's
No.
fair.
Like, for me, that's perfect because it's like they're both created by Kirby, so it's like amalgamating the two. Like one's literally because he couldn't work on the other one, so they're analogs of each other. Yeah.
Listen, I will say that I can understand not being a huge fan of it only because it's like I'm not a big Null guy, and I can understand being like, I don't need
Well, they have to tie it to Spider-Man, so that's as
right,
close
right,
as you
right.
can get it. Yeah.
Yeah, and right. Listen, it's the best you can do in the moment, and that's fair. It's just one of those things where I'm just like, like Darkseid and his general like mystique.
They could have literally just used the Soul Sword and connected to Dark Web.
Look, Moses, like
Like you wanted to connect to Spider-Man.
no, but But not dark web, Moses. Dark web's not good. Like you know.
Well, you
this.
need a sword and you need to connect.
You don't need a
roads.
sword. You don't need a sword.
In this story, you do.
You don't though.
Yeah, you do. Otherwise, it doesn't connect to Spider-Man at all.
Dark side tapping into like the nexus of realities. Like if he took over like Madam Web's thing, would be a much cooler kind of like concept than.
But Jason Aaron doesn't know how to do that. That's
Hey.
the Dan Slott thing.
Hey, listen. All I'm saying is, if we're talking about cool Spider-Man concepts, Darkseid doing that would be cooler than him doing anything that Null did. Because to this day, it's like, look, they're getting ready to do Queen in Black over at Marvel.
Getting
and I looked
ready.
at this.
I'm already. I got.
Oh, is it already started?
Yeah.
Or is it prequel, or is it already
Yeah,
started?
it's prequel, yeah.
Oh, okay. And I'm
It
just
started
like,
with the
dude.
spiral. It started with the spiral.
Yeah,
thing.
and as I'm saying, like the Queen in Black stuff, that seems lame to me.
Damn.
I just
And
like
I'm
the
just-
design.
The design looks nice, but the concept of like Hela symbioted looks cool. The concept of Hela, I don't even know what it is, but I'm just like, that's not gonna work. I can already tell you.
How
like,
long is
that's
that supposed to go?
Like 15 issues.
God damn.
Exactly. And I'm just saying, like,
the prequel was like 3 months, so it's like 6 issues or something. Like,
I could already tell you. I saw the preview of this joint and I was just like, that's a no go. Like, that's a no go.
guess what video series we're gonna have next week? Every single issue of that.
Hey, listen, if you want to do that, I will read every issue with you and tell you why it's terrible. Or recant and be like, I was absolutely wrong. Either way, look, we can do it if you want to do it, but yeah.
But
And then the last,
you gotta.
oh, go ahead.
Well,
No, so go ahead.
I said if you're gonna do that, you gotta read the prequel.
Listen, heck, if I'm gonna if Moses is like, let's do a video series, I will read whatever's required. You know this about me. I will hold my nose and grit my teeth and read whatever's required, and be like, here's why I think this is terrible, and or here's why I was wrong. Either way, I don't care. You know, look, I just like hanging out with Moses. Like if I'm being sincere, and so sincere. And the last story in this joint, Jeff Loeb and friggin' Jim Chung, Spider-Man, Superman, and this joint. Hold on, let me pull it up. I got it here somewhere. Hold on, jeez, so many stories in this joint. Oh my god. Apologies for the folks that were like, "Where's Dork?"
If you listen, you knew this was a possibility.
One of those days, I did. And again, this is the other story of Superman just giving advice, right? And listen, I'm not mad at it because Superman's amazing.
See, I love these stories, especially like this one specifically, because it reminds me of like this is how Nightwing was born.
What? Wait, Nightwing was born from what?
From
He-
like it's literally
he-
almost
he
like
was-
this comic.
It's
Like,
right, yeah, right. That's what I meant. He was
just
sitting on a
sitting on a
rooftop
ledge
talking
like
to
that,
Superman.
yeah,
Oh, got you. Right, because that's how he got his name, right?
yeah.
And also
told the
convinced to go off on his own and that he was ready for it.
Got it. Okay.
Like it's like this might be like an homage to that. Only it happened at night.
Right.
But you know the context is different and the content is different, of course. But it does like some of these panels look similar.
That's fair. And listen,
I'm glad somebody else on this show reads books.
No, yeah, don't say books either.
Oh, sorry, comics. My bad. Somebody reads fucking comics.
right. And so, okay, cool. And you know, this is literally a story of Spider-Man having regrets because this is taking place after Gwen Stacy died. and he's just like, man, like,
Yeah, and Lawrence, you can tell it's around that time because he still has the armpit webbing.
That and the webbing design on the face is the classic design.
right.
So this is a direct follow up from the Lana Lang, Gwen Stacy story, right?
Kinda, it's a sequel.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, after she's dead, sure.
Yeah.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey.
That bottom panel Superman looks kind of Liefeld. He's got like
Yeah,
too
he
many,
does. He really
too
does.
many. Like he should. You can't have that waist that wide and and that abs either.
He's on that Hasselhoff diet.
Yeah,
That Hasselhoff diet.
but it is good though. Like I ain't gonna lie.
I don't like the face. I don't like the face.
That's a Jim Chung thing, but
I mean,
I'm a Jim Chung fan, so like for me that's cool. I'm down.
I like him too. Same time, it's not his best work. It's like, you know, it's what I understand. Like these joints happen. Like like who knows how much time they gave Jim Chung to do this.
It doesn't matter how much time they gave him to do it. Look at all the fucking lines he had to do for Spider-Man. Look at that
That's
webbing.
hilarious.
Like, that is a lot of fucking webbing.
Yeah,
It is a lot of
Like, I
webbing.
hate it when people ask me to draw a fucking fish.
I gotta put all those scales.
Oh yeah, it might as well be drawing Spider-Man if you're gonna do all that many lines.
Right.
Oh, I should
You
send you
know-
a video. There's a dude that draws snakes, and he has like a hack to do the scales.
Oh, okay. But the fact is, it's a 2-page story. It's not bad. It's one of these things where I didn't dislike the story, but if it wasn't in the book, I don't know if I'd be like, oh my god, I can't believe this wasn't in the book. So,
It's a nice tie-up, but at the same time, it's a filler burger. It's like,
yeah, I wouldn't put this at the end.
yeah.
I have a question for Mo.
I stopped
Moses.
taking questions at 8:30.
I assume the answer is yes, but you're gonna check out the Spider-Man Long Way Home.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Hickman. I know you like Hickman.
yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
I'm in.
The cover,
yeah.
the cover, and it's right after this story. That's why I thought about it.
Yeah.
The cover looks interesting.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be good. Like, because I think that's kind of that. I think that's coming to an end, right? The ultimate.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the ultimate
Yeah,
book.
that's not even. Yeah.
I just see Spider-Man, Hulk, and a Tesseract.
Yeah. Well,
Cool.
Cosmic Cube, but yeah.
Same. It's all the same.
Not the same.
And look, it's Long Way Home. It's MCU.
No.
It's got home in the title. It's an MCU story.
Well, a Tesseract also like this only has what 6 sides.
Right, it's
that cube?
physically a cube, but the
Yeah,
people at Marvel
so-
call it a Tesseract.
No,
Anyway.
no, people in Hollywood call it a Tesseract.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato, fuck you.
All right, so let's do some ratings, and then we'll do some closing, some final thoughts, and we'll get out of here. So, Hecht, what would you rate Spider-Man, Superman #1?
Overall, I found it a little better than the DC version. I'm gonna give it a 5.
There it is. Okay, cool. Oscor, what would you rate a Spider-Man, Superman #1?
I don't remember what I gave the other book, but this one is not as good. But it's still good. I'm still gonna go with. I assume I gave the other one like a 4, maybe a 4.5. I'll go with a 4 for this one. Even the stories that don't make sense in this context are still good stories because they got amazing writers like superstar writer Jeff Loeb.
Well, you got to give a half
And
for
Jeff
Yeah,
Jones.
I know that's what you thought I was gonna say. I gave you that swerve where like it didn't
What's-
make sense to the story
what's-
that I was talking
What's the
about.
DC equivalent of oh boy? Is it like the friggin' Animaniacs? Is like one of those Animaniacs noises. You're right.
Suffering succotash.
Too funny. Okay. Los Magnum, what would you rate Spider-Man, Superman #1?
Oh, this is a 5. I liked every single story here. So it was a good time,
Got it.
fun read, and worth every penny. Like again, like if they do this once a year, I'm in. Like,
Okay. Hey, there it
I
is.
mean, they don't have to do like a Spider-Man super, but any like I want them to do it with any character, like just kind of how the like the Infinite Comics was like Thor and Shazam, like
Yeah.
if they do that once a year, do an anthology, like it doesn't have to be, and then just the style where it doesn't have to like there's no real explanation of why they're together, they're just there, and getting good writers, like get really good writers to do it and good artists to do it, like
It's a Marvel DC annual.
yeah, exactly.
That would be
Like,
so good.
Yeah.
Give me that goddamn Carnage Deadpool combo.
That'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
Carnage and Deadpool are both from
I
Marvel.
want that green.
It'd be
arrow black cat.
crazy.
Like that's not a, it's not a crossover, but okay.
You do Deadpool and Carnage and no, who was I thinking? of?
Listen, that's how good the Marvel characters are. We don't even need a DC crossover.
Yeah, you put the
Atrocitus and Carnage. Carnage.
I want
maybe?
Orion and Quasar.
too deep.
Ooh.
Too deep. Too deep.
Orion Quasar would be kind of cool, though. Listen, yeah. I'm gonna give this joint 4.5 out of 5. It was good. I liked it a lot.
Dude,
It wasn't
can you imagine
perfect.
a new Genesis versus like a Nihilist Wave, like,
Ooh,
and then
that
Darkseid has
actually
to
really
help
cool.
him. Like,
You
I
can't
would
with
definitely
the
read
all
that.
black sword.
Now,
Anti-life sword.
here's what I will tell you is listen, I've been a comic book fan my whole life, just about, maybe shy a 10 years or so. It's like, what I can tell you is this: comic fans will take this joint for granted after year 2, and that's
Yeah,
unfortunate. Yeah, it's unfortunate because it's like if they were like, oh yeah, well you know what, you're right, we should do this annually, and they did it year 1 and they did it year 2. After that, cats will be like, I don't even know if I need to buy that, and that's why they're not going to do it. So I can't be mad at them. I get it because I think they know that or understand that too. It needs to be an event. I'm not saying it has to be like a decade. Well, actually, realistically, when the Batman Deadpool joint happened, that was what? It had been how many years? 20 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know that it has to be 20 years every time, but, maybe it does actually need to be a decade. I don't know. But,
Yeah, I see your point. I don't know if I'm gonna live that long.
The unfortunate thing, when I was at the comic shop, there was a father and son looking at books, and they came across the wall of Superman, Spider-Man, and were very confused as to why they were
of
fighting.
course, yeah.
But they're not fighting. All they have to do is read some fucking comics.
Right.
No,
That's what I'm saying. A normal
They just showed
person
up,
trying to
Moses.
get into comics would
Right.
not gets confused.
But
Right,
that's why
right.
you buy it. That's why you're at the store to buy it to see what the fuck happens.
You know what? They walked
Hopefully.
away. They didn't buy any of them.
They were like,
Yeah, fuck them.
they're like, it feels weird. No.
I was gonna explain it to him, but I spent so much time explaining it to Lawrence that I didn't have the energy that day.
This guy. Look, and here's the thing. Here's how you keep it fresh. Next time it's Marvel, DC, and Image.
I'm good.
Next time it's absolute and ultimate.
No. Listen, well,
Maybe Absolute and Ultimate. I mean, both,
maybe
both
Absolute. You're
universes
right.
have fuck, I guess.
You might be right, Heck. Like that might be an interesting way to like bring them back because, like, Ultimate Universe is about to end, and then
If you put a book of just ass and people will eat it.
what is Oz talking about?
Eating ass.
What is Why is Oz out here talking like he's ever read an Ultimate Marvel comic?
Heck understands me.
I don't want to understand though.
This fool,
do?
this fool he's acting like he's read an Ultimate Marvel comic and like he likes Absolute Comics. This guy out here, uninformed opinion ever.
I don't like either one of them, and that's why they're both.
That's what I'm telling you. Like you don't even know what you're talking about.
He said he'd eat it. Like he.
I mean, if you put an ass in front of me, like, I mean, what am I going to do, right?
Listen. I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Is that your final thought?
Ass. It's what's for dinner.
That's what's for dinner. There it is. Ass, the other white meat.
Well, no.
Anyway.
I don't mind a little dark meat.
Oh, gee. Whoa.
It's how you cure COVID.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But anyway, yeah, man. Yeah, so maybe that's what you do. But, I mean, in my mind, I'm just like, and don't get me wrong, I get it. Like, Marvel and DC don't need Image. I'm not saying they need it. I'm just saying, if you want to keep the formula fresh, that might be a way to mess around and be like, oh, okay, like cats might be like, oh man, you're trying.
If Marvel did a thing with Swamp Thing, is it DC or is it Vertigo?
It's DC. Vertigo is DC.
Like he wasn't created in Vertigo. It's not like Sweet Tooth and Spider-Man.
Swamp Thing was created in Vertigo.
No, it was created in DC. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm wrong.
Yeah, the Alan Moore stories, all those other like.
Okay, so the good Swamp Thing was Vertigo.
Well, it's not that it's good. Yeah. It's just different. Like the
No. He's right. It's good. The good Swamp Thing's very good.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yes or no? Am I wrong?
No, the other stuff was good too. The Bernie Wrights and stuff, like on DC, was good.
Is that not Vertigo?
No.
Okay. I've been reading a lot of Alan Moore stuff lately, and it's
and even the Alan Moore stuff. The Alan Moore stuff started in DC. It just they when Vertigo started after like Sandman and shit, then they moved it over.
It's Vertigo.
No, it wasn't.
I didn't think I'd start an argument.
Moses.
You thought
like they treated it like it was separate, and then
they didn't treat it like it was separate. Like even in Vertigo, they didn't treat it like it's separate. Like Batman still showed up and shit.
Yeah, but separate.
No, it wasn't. Larry, you're too stuck up on segregation or something, man.
Let me put it like this: when Batman showed up in Swamp Thing,
that was an Alan Moore story too, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think so.
When Batman shows up in Swamp Thing, does it affect Batman comics?
Depends on which time, but yeah, I think a couple of them did.
So that sounds like a no.
Like 0 hour stuff like that, yeah.
I think he's talking about the one with the court case about something being a human.
No. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
But even still, like, when the comics were part of the DC universe, period, before Vertigo existed, there was like 40 years of comics already for Swamp Thing or something before.
Right. I'm just saying, how much of what was happening?
Universe.
I'm just how much of what was happening.
Universe.
How much of what was happening with Batman in those Swamp Thing books got reflected in the Batman books?
A lot of stuff that happens in the main DC universe doesn't affect the Batman books.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
So it does. That's not a valid argument for whether it's Vertigo or DC. It's DC.
Batman's his own universe.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying some things affect Batman books.
Yeah,
and other things don't.
I don't think that Swamp Thing book you're thinking about affected the Batman books though.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm making.
Like, it sucks because you're agreeing with me, but I also know that you're usually wrong.
Well, the thing is, Swamp Thing was created in DC, not Vertigo. So that's.
I agree with you on that.
That's just end of it all. Like that's just what it is. So if we do DC, it will be DC, not Vertigo. You know? When they did New 52, they brought it back to DC, and its story was more along those lines.
And that was the whole thing. Like I think that was that's almost in line with the point I'm making, where it's like New 52 Swamp Thing was like him being more incorporated into the mainstream DC universe.
That's probably what's tripping me up. Is I'm used to Vertical, Swamp Thing, and Constantine, and these characters being brought into DC. I guess
Well, I'll tell
around
you, in Brightest
New
Day-
52, maybe. Like they've just been horrible in
In
comparison.
Brightest Day, it affected both Vertigo and DC stuff. With
Yeah, but
Swamp Thing.
Brightest Day is post New 52, right?
It's before.
Yeah.
It was after Brightest Day that New 52 happened, I think.
Oh, okay. Did that happen?
I could be wrong.
No.
Flashpoint-
Listen,
Flashpoint
so many
was the
crises.
biggest- Flashpoint was the next thing after Brightest Day.
oh, okay. No, then you're right, because Flashpoint was the catalyst for New 52, right?
And for bringing everything together to one thing. And
Yeah.
including
Okay.
Wildstorm.
So then you're right. Then you're right. And now, don't get me wrong. Like Brightest Day is primarily like space stuff.
Again, it ended the Vertigo run because it continued in DC Universe.
Okay, that's fair. Hey, listen, I'll link to y'all understanding because you know my memory's the worst. So, but anyway, okay.
The final
I think Brightest
Yeah.
Day was Dead Man stuff more than space stuff.
Brightest Day is more Dead Man stuff than space stuff.
But I thought it was.
Because the Brightest Day books were a Dead Man story, where he was brought back to life.
I mean, that does happen in there too, but isn't Brightest Day like that's the whole Kyle Rayner joint, right?
No, the Kyle Rayner joint was it might have been, I forget the title, but it was with the New Guardians was the title. That was where Kyle Rayner trains to become a White Lantern.
But the whole Brightest Day thing kind of culminates into him becoming the White Lantern, right?
Yeah, but it's Dead Man searching for the White Lantern. That's where he comes back to life.
Everybody gets a little turn everybody that was dead gets turned being White Lantern.
And it's
Swamp
Dead
Thing.
Man like going to the White Lantern. I think it's been a while.
Yeah, listen, we're literally talking about books like, is that 20 years ago at this point? Is that crazy?
Is
Yeah.
2010? Yeah, 2010.
Oof,
Fuck, we're old.
craziness. I know, right? I'm just ugh. Like if
You
we're
guys
talking
are
about,
old as fuck.
I was
it's
an old
20.
man when I read those
Ugh.
books, and those books were 15 years
Ugh.
ago.
Ah, jeez. Okay, heck, give me some final thoughts, buddy.
In relation to this and wanting to feel young again, DC made Captain Marvel again. So I'm down. I'm down with that.
When did that happen?
Recently, I think.
That's
Oh,
probably
good
part
for
of the
them.
deal. Part of the deal of coming back together, doing the team up.
Oh, really?
Probably, I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
just
think they
supposing.
could call him Captain Marvel though. They just didn't want to. Oh no!
Right.
It's,
Yeah.
It was confusing.
Well, he was called Captain Marvel until like New 52, where they just completely got rid of that, right? And just called him Shazam.
Fucked everything up. And then when they brought him back recently, Dawn of DC, they were teasing it like, oh, he's the captain. But
Right.
every time he tried to say the whole thing, he'd get cut off.
Yeah, it's not the Dawn, though. We're all in now.
Yeah. Or out.
Oz, give me some final thoughts, buddy.
I hate all that all in and Dawn of DC.
No,
Dawn of DC, like they were making it look like Nightwing was gonna be the central character of it, and now we're all in, and he's barely there.
no, we're past that. We're next level or whatever.
Are we at next level already? I thought we were still in all in.
No,
My books say all in.
hey, I don't know. It's somewhere like we're on the cusp.
We're on the cusp of the next level.
That's the next one on the cusp.
On the cusp. Moses Magnum, give me some final thoughts.
Yeah, you can always hit fantasticfilm.live to get the sweet merch. And then also I'd like to give a shout out to Dave Ryan.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh,
this white cover. He's not even done yet. He's
So
like,
good. Is it
I
not done?
it's not done. Like he's like, I messaged him like, man, this thing looks amazing, dude. He's like, oh yeah, I still got a long ways to go.
Who's that for?
I think he's just doing it and he puts it for sale on his website.
That's crazy.
You can buy that, right?
Technically, yeah, you can message him like, hey, how much is it gonna cost? You know, he did a couple. He did a Mary Batson Supergirl from like Earth 2. That looked really good. And then he did one for it's actually funny. He did it was for one of the Image like scary books, like The Haunting of Shelley something. It's like a Spawn spinoff. And then he uses like he goes, I use my demonic little sister as a, so he used like pictures of his little sister like looking all evil when she was little as the the model for the reference. And I'm like, dude, it looks just like it.
That's crazy.
I need some Dave Ryan art. I don't have any on my wall. I need some Dave Ryan.
Dude, he's so good. And he's been good for a long time, man. Shout out to Dave Ryan, man. Like, we got to get that guy on the show one of these days.
I hate that we know the dude. We've hung out with him, and I don't have any of his art.
I agree. You
Dropping the
need
ball,
Dave Ryan art. There it is. Listen, folks, for the entire Fantastic Forum, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate you. We'll be back next week. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you would like to see more of. Until then, we are the Fantastic Forum. Yeah. Have a good night.
Oh boy.
Indeed. Oh boy, indeed. Like, in a perfect world, I would have had the outro ready, but I don't have the outro ready yet. So, here we go.
We live in a world that's far.